So we are kicking off the stream, boys. Technically, we have about a minute or so before the actual stream starts. Welcome to the jungle. Yes, I should go out on the stream just to see if everything's okay. Welcome to the jungle. Check, check, check. Welcome to the jungle. Check, check, check. Look at there. Everything works. Look at there. Everything works. I just don't know how to play this game. All right, I'm kicking us off. Let's get this started. All right, we are streaming. We have kicked off the music, the intro. Let's go.
All right, let me set my game. Peanuts, like back in the day. Peanuts and beer.
And here we are. Hello, everybody. Welcome to tonight's episode of Agora Quest, our Heroes of Kreistrich edition. Give me just a second here. Sorry, my phone is blowing up, and now I got to close everything down just so it doesn't interrupt me. I want to welcome everybody back. Happy New Year. Happy holidays. Hope you guys had a great break. We have been gone for a minute. So, like I said, I'm glad you guys are all with us. It's a special episode tonight, sort of, kind of, in the sense that we have a new player going to be joining our mix. We will discuss that individual here once we get through all of our regular garbage crap that I need to talk about, because there might be new folks here. So if you're new here, welcome. If you're old hands here, hey man, welcome back. You know the drill. Grab a seat, grab your favorite beverage. In my case, tonight I have water because my wife is out shopping, and when she comes home, she promised to give me the good stuff, Coca-Cola.
Pepsi.
And whatever. Shut up. Pepsi's good with lemon. I like that. But I'm a Coke guy. It just bites a little different, so I like it. Anyway, like I said, I hope you guys had a great holiday. We have been gone for a little bit, so it's going to take us a couple to kind of get back into the swing of things. And then we have, like I said, we have a new player that we're going to give. We need to make sure that he knows how to work the mechanics and all the other good stuff. But with that said, like I said, if you're new here, welcome. Don't forget, as you watch the game, you earn tokens as you do any other stream that you might watch on Twitch. When you earn those tokens, you can trade them in to give natural ones or natural 20s to your favorite player, or, of course, your humble DM is always willing to accept gifts bestowed upon him by you, our intrepid audience. But I encourage you to get those in early because for those that don't know, those are only good for tonight's stream. So those are free tokens. You know, you the more you interact, the more that you do with the stream, the more tokens you earn. And then once you reach a certain number, you can trade those in. All you have to do is let us know who it's for, whatever player or DM it is for. Currently, nobody has any nat 1s or nat 20s. That's good, especially since it's a new year, new stream. We don't have to worry about tracking that. But like I said, typically they do only last for tonight's stream or the stream that they're given. There are extenuating circumstances when sometimes I may carry them over, but in this case, nobody has any, so that's good. If you want to help support the stream, as well as the players, for every 200 bits that you cheer, you can grant advantage to the player character of your choice. Or, once again, goes without saying that I, as a DM, would be more than willing to accept any gifts you bestow. But that said, for every 200 bits you cheer, just let us know who that is for. Typically for nat 1s and nat 20s, if you don't have a player you want to give it to, we'll just let the party decide when to use it. But in the case of advantages, where you're using hard-earned coin, they are allowed to carry over from stream to stream because you're spending money to help support the stream. Therefore, I'm going to let the player keep it for as long as the player's here. Currently, Paviskro has 2 advantages that he can use. Tarikas, you currently have 3 advantages that you are allowed to use. Nobody else has any advantages, not even I, your DM. Kind of bums me out, but, you know, not feeling the love. But it's a new year, new opportunity. So
I remember you crit me 3 times last session.
But, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, so get those in early, so that we have plenty of opportunity to use it, especially due to the fact that we're going to be starting off tonight, picking up where the combat was left off. If you want to follow us, you want to see some of our old streams, you want to check out our Discord, whatever, !socials, just put that in the chat. Again, !socials, and that will take you to all of our various places, whether it's Twitter. Yes, I know it's called X, but I, as an old fat guy, am slow to turn, kind of like the Titanic. So I'm always going to call it Twitter until it's no more, until it doesn't exist anymore. So you get our Twitter there. Give us a follow there, because every time we go live, we send out a tweet. At least it's supposed to. Not sure if it's working. It didn't work on Friday's stream. Never did figure out why, but it is what it is. Hit our Discord, of course. We don't slam. We're not like a super heavy, intensive Discord, but we do pop in there every once in a while. You can chat with the players and whatnot and see what's going on. Follow our announcements channel and kind of see some of the other things that announced that show up in our channel. So I encourage you to hit our Discord. And like I said, if you want to see some of the old streams, where we're at, what we've done in the past, go hit our YouTube. So I think it's YouTube and then / at Agora Quest Games, I think is what I called it. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Exclamation point socials. That'll take you everywhere that you need to go. Last but not least, if you are a Greyhawk fan, such as we are, both our Monday and Friday games are all in the world of Greyhawk. There is a lot of great Greyhawk content here on Twitch and other places, of course, but specifically Twitch. I encourage you to go check out the Greyhawk Creatives page. Again, that's twitch.tv/team/Greyhawk Creatives, and also exclamation point socials. That'll give you our the link to that channel as well, and that will give you a lot of the different streamers that do Greyhawk content, like Lord Kasumba, who does his like five shows a week or whatever. Not just games like this, but I mean, he has a lot of movers and shakers in the industry that he has on to talk and play and do other things. So check him out. Anna Meyer, which by the way, for those that are watching the stream, I know the players don't see it, but for those that are watching the stream, this is Anna Meyer's map. It's just a zoomed in version of Perrinland. We can zoom out. You can see it's essentially Perrinland, which is a small part of the world of Greyhawk that she mapped, and it is an incredible map. But she does all kinds of
work.
It is, man. It is her life's work, dude. So I encourage you to check her channel out. The Art of Mike Disney. Mike's awesome. I got some of his art hanging on my wall. Got a lot of great stuff. So if you're into Greyhawk, man, go check it out. Again, the Greyhawk Creatives team page. Go check it out and see everybody that's out there. And with that, let's talk about this game. This game is, again, set in the world of Greyhawk, specifically in the northwestern region of Perrinland. Now, the party is not quite in Perrinland right now. They're in the southern mountains just below, or I should say they're in the mountains just to the south of Perrinland. But they have been on I don't want to call it a quest, but they're on a mission from God, right? So our party was found out. Well, first of all, they finished trying to save Nilo from being taken as a prisoner of the state because Nilo's sister tried to assassinate the president of Perrinland, the ruling oligarchy or whoever he was, tried to assassinate him. Come to find out that she had been possessed by demonic forces, and these demonic forces have been popping up sporadically throughout Perrinland as the party is starting to discover. But in the interim, they got word that Ragnar's aunt and little brother were missing. Apparently, they were doing some kind of a seek of his family is a bunch of merchants from the city of Exag, or at least part of the family does mercantile stuff. And his aunt was allegedly looking to sort of forge a new path to the south and to the southwest in order to sort of bypass a lot of the main routes and stuff. They were just trying to find new routes that they could get to distribute their goods, and they ended up disappearing on the trail. And during the course of their investigation, Ragnar found them in the clutches of a group of bad guys, including a demonic-like Noel. This thing was like pretty wicked bad, but he wasn't even the leader. But they managed to save his aunt, but found his brother had been beheaded and his head was on basically a pike or a spear as a warning set up in one of the passageways of this lair complex that they found. And after speaking with his aunt, he discovered that his aunt wasn't really looking for a trail for goods. She was searching for the lost lair of Igwilv, the Witch Queen. Igwilv, the Witch Queen, had subjugated the lands hundreds and hundreds of years ago, but she was thrown down by the forces of good and thought to be destroyed, or at least they believe she has been destroyed. However, she was renowned for the amount of magic that and items of power that she commanded and that she had stored in her ancient lair. And so the aunt was looking for this lair because the family believes that there is an item or an artifact in there that will help Ragnar's family. Because as they discovered, Ragnar's family was in the lines, not the straight down from kings, but sort of the side branches like dukes and earls and whatnot of an ancient dwarven clan known as the Kund clan, Kuhund, the Kund clan. And this clan had been overthrown centuries ago by denizens from the Underdark. They attacked them from below, but before they could capture the king and throw down the last vestiges of the royal line, the king placed a great curse upon the whole area. And wherever the throne and treasure and all the stuff that makes the kingdom, the seat of power, if you will, no one's been able to find it for centuries. And allegedly, the last line or the last individual in the bloodline of the Kund king has been discovered. And now the dwarves have been working to find where the lost kingdom of Kund was. And they believe that Igwilv has an item that will aid them in finding and unearthing or breaking the curse, if you will. And so the party has been searching these past few weeks in the southern Yatil Mountains, again to the south of Perrinland, and they discovered what they believe to be the Witch Queen's lair. And they sort of went in and checked out the upper level, and now they have since gone down into the deep. They have found inscriptions, and they have found riddles, and they have found critters. They have been assaulted by what looked to be an undead black dragon, if you can believe that, and they've been attacked by a small horde of, I believe they were troglodytes. So the party has been under duress since they arrived in this dungeon. And now, as we rejoin them, they are currently involved in combat with a trio of shambling mounds. They've managed to take one out, but two remain. Fortunately for them, Paviskro, their artificer magic user, if you will, has managed to web these two creatures. Now, one of them is restrained. The other one made his saving throw. He just hasn't moved yet, but he moved into it. So when he goes to move on his turn, he's going to have to resave to see whether or not he's actually restrained. But the bottom one down here on the right is in fact restrained. The one up on the top left, it's got the webbing, but it made its saving throw, so it's not restrained, so it can move whenever it gets through. So that is kind of where we are when it comes to the situation and where the party is. So that is where we are going to pick up tonight's game. However, before we get too much into it, I'd like to welcome our new player. For those that don't know, for a while there, we lost our ranger, and unfortunately, it was a sort of a real life thing. He had some family problems. I believe it was a death in the family or something similarly serious, and so he had to kind of drop out. And so I carried him along as an NPC for a while, but then we finally allowed him to go his own way, make his way in the world. And so we were sort of moving along with just the four. We have Tarikas, we have Paviskro, we've got Ragnar, and we got Nilo. However, we now have a new player. Like to welcome Steven, also known as the Silent Sentinel, who will be joining us tonight, playing his character Ethan. And welcome aboard, Steve. Glad you could be with us, man.
Happy to be here, Sean. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Steven, actually, he and I play together in my son's face-to-face game as he's trying to cut his teeth on being a dungeon master, and so he's doing DMing. Never played before, but he jumped right into DMing. And so we're running through an adventure there, and then eventually I'm probably going to end up running a scenario, and Paviskro is also in that game, and so he may run a session or so. But yeah, man, definitely glad to have you along as the fifth player. Currently, you are sort of trussed up almost like a spider would do, only it's all completely muck and mush from the shambling mounds, as you are sort of paralyzed, incapacitated, unconscious down here in this little nook outside of the view of the rest of the party, although the party can see that there's exits out of this place. But I just want to have the opportunity to welcome you aboard. Do me a favor and go ahead and do a dice roll. There's various ways you can do dice rolls. Again, I want you to start trying to become familiar with the tool, in this case Forge. If you open up and you look on if you can see the stream, or if you can just open it up and look at the chat window, the chat panel, at the very bottom you can see that there's chat where you can type and then hit enter, and then it'll post chat in there. Or you can roll dice from there if you want. Most times we roll right off the character sheet. You open up your character sheet, go to the ability that you want to do, click the dice, and it'll roll and do all that. But you can also do it at the bottom of chat. You can see that there are dice there, and if you left click on a dice, it'll start adding 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. If you right click on the same dice, it'll start subtracting dice. So if you happen to click it once too many. And then, so that's where you can roll dice. Like I said, you can actually open up a character sheet and go to like their attributes. And if you mouse over, say, animal handling and click it, it'll roll the animal handling with your bonus in there as well. And then as we go along, we'll kind of discuss how the mechanics work for like combat with spells and all that other stuff. Because currently, as I said, we are in combat as the party is looking to try to take on... Oh, I gotta re-add Ragnar, sorry. I was playing around earlier with some stuff, and... Why is this... Boy, this is weird. I'm kind of looking at this, and it's like none of the icons are showing up for the game. It's like weird. So... I think Paviskro actually wasn't he going first last time? I don't recall if he was first in the or it was Ragnar, because Ragnar's got a 21. I don't suppose anybody wants to go back to YouTube and look at the channel, but I'm just going to roll his initiative here. So he should... Yeah, so he's good. So he's back up at the top. All right. So with that being said, I want to check. So as of right now, it looks like it's just Ragnar and Tarikas are here. So I am going to have to be running Nilo as well as Paviskro when it comes to the combat. And like I said, Steven, you can just kind of watch and see how the flow goes. I know you've watched the stream a little bit before, so... we'll go ahead and kick it off there. But before I do, Ragnar, do you or Tarikas have any questions regarding where we're at combat-wise, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera?
No, I
Okay.
do not.
Okay.
I
And
ponder the puzzle and I ask for the GM, can I just have the answer to the puzzle? And he says no.
why would I want to give you the answer to the puzzle?
Because you want your players to solve it.
I do, but I want them to solve it without the DM giving them answers. So sucks to be you, man.
What puzzle are you referring to?
So really quick, yeah, it has been a while, so let's go ahead and do that. So if you look in the journal, under the Lost Caverns, if you go to the poem, you can see, first of all, there's this poem that you guys saw. Now, this poem you guys found was on the map of the region. It says, "The horn of Igwil pierces the heart. Look over your shoulder before you start. How many sorrow, foolish men, because they didn't turn back then." So that's sort of getting here, and you guys actually got here. But you guys found these glyphs. Sorry.
What am I looking at in the journal? Dragon attack?
No, if you go under Lost Caverns, under
Yeah, I'm there.
Lost Caverns, click on Journal,
Yeah,
and on the left-hand side, you can see the graven glyphs.
Raven the list.
Yep. So essentially it says, "In the center lies the gate, but opening it is sure to vex. Many are the guards who wait as you go to the middle hex. Randomly set to find a way back to a different iron door a seventh time, and you may stay and seek the glowing prize no more. You have won Igwil's prize, her hoarded cachet of magic, and freed the one with yearning eyes, whose lot was hunger tragic." So you guys found, or you guys actually saw those glyphs on so as you guys were coming from the upper level to the lower level, you found a bunch of fake boulders were lined up and blocking the passage coming down. And one of the boulders was a different color from the rest. And so Ragnar smashed it open, and inside you guys find these glyphs, kind of like the Moses, the tablets of the 10 Commandments. And on these glyphs, or on these stone tablets, you found these glyphs that formed this phrase, or this mini poem, or whatever you want to call it. And so it's essentially, you guys have figured out it's some kind of a puzzle or whatever. Now, during the course of you guys investigating down here, you did find a rather large set of iron doors, but you just sort of mark that passageway with some chalk to know that you've been there, and you haven't been back yet. You left there, came down here, found the shambling mounds, and it's been combat ever since. So, with that being said, as we rejoin our players in the underworld beneath the Yatil Mountains to the south of Perrinland, let us hope that they are able to escape, because otherwise it will be the shortest introduction of a new player that I can remember in a very, very long time. And with that, we are going to begin tonight's episode of Agora Quest Heroes of Kreistrich. And Paviskro is up. Now, Paviskro, I'm going to look at his spells. He's got a couple first level. He's got one second level and a couple third level. But he doesn't, I'm seriously thinking about using just Fireball. I don't know, are they? Yeah, they're resistant to fire, so he may not do that. So, I think that he is just going to take aim at this one, the bottom left-hand one, and he is going to cast Magic Missile. We'll cast it at a first level. Should be 3. All 4. He's got 4 that he... Why did it not? 2, 3. All right, they are. It's a total of 16 hit points of damage, which has been taken off. All right. As we go to the next. Ragnar, you're up.
I don't think we have the resources to waste, so I'm just gonna rage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna toss Nilo back so I can take that spot. I forgot how this works. Where's my
Yes.
feet?
You just have to right. Oh, you can do your feet. I mean, how the feet works.
Yeah, I'm trying to, you know.
Yeah.
Why
Yep.
is it not triggering my rage?
Go to feet. If you go to your features and then under active abilities, you just click the little dice next to rage.
I tried on my tool. It's not working.
All right, let me do it for you and see. Here's your bonus. Oh, that's interesting.
It's every other session with this.
I know, man. Yep. So apparently, so I'm looking at the, there is some sort of a error being thrown behind the scenes. I'm going to try it one more time. I'm going to clear these chats and I'm going to try it one more time. Yeah, it doesn't even. Yeah, there's no. Doesn't even like show up as an error or anything like that. So I don't know why. Normally, what happens is there's some issue with the one of the modules that's sort of interfering with the. So we'll just know that you're raging, and then we'll make sure that any damage is halved as necessary. So.
Gotcha. And then I'll try to swing at this.
All right. Access. Yeah, see, so there is a module. Oh, the lights HUD. All right, give me a hang on just a second. Give me, well, it's going to make me, might make it restart. Give me just a second here, and I apologize, folks, for this. I want to make sure that we do save module. So it's going to cause it to reload, and I do apologize for everybody that it's seriously, this is great. Hang on just a second. That's funny. It literally logged me out. It didn't just like bounce the server. It literally logged me out. I don't know if it logged you guys out or not.
Yeah, it kicked me out. What's up, Cardman?
Hey, Cardman, how you doing, brother? All right. I apologize for what's going on. There's a module, and I just looked at it. I don't know if this is the one that's actually causing the errors or anything like that, but it doesn't matter. All right, let me zoom back in. So this on the stream, at least we should be able to see the imagery that's going on. I'm just waiting for it to reload on mine. So, hey Jay, how you doing, man? Whoop. Yep, more charge can't. Lord Kazumba's in the house. If you guys don't follow, you guys aren't following Jay, man. If you want free shit, go follow Jay. Jay gives away stuff like, I guess rich people can do that though, right? Right, Jay? Rich people can just give away a whole bunch of stuff. All right, man. Right. So I am back up there. Back up. Nope, still not back up on my DM screen. So anyway, go ahead, Ragnar, if the stream's back, I mean, if the game's back up for you, go ahead and see if you can try to rage again, because this one was saying Lights HUD was throwing the error, but I don't know if that's the case on what was causing yours.
Okay.
So,
Just get...
and again, if you can't rage, that's fine. We'll just rich in spirit is true. If you can't, if it doesn't let you rage, then we'll just make sure that we have whatever any damage that gets taken. So
Does not appear to be working.
okay, that's fine. This again, I'll have to. It's one of those things where there were some updates here recently to the 5e game system, but obviously something else broke. Some other module broke it, so I just got to track it down. I actually have a module that helps me track down screwed up modules.
I can't target the shambling mounds.
It's showing that you're targeting it.
Yeah, but when I'm rolling to attack, it's saying no selected or assigned actor could be found to target with macro.
I'm wondering. Let me do this. I am going. Well,
you just want me to roll normally? And we'll
yep.
just,
Yep.
Right, let's do a little style.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's still not. I was going to move you and put you within 5 feet, so it's not diagonal, right? That shouldn't matter, but.
Well, the reason why it matters to me is because I don't want to be in the web.
Yeah, I was just going to move you down 1 square. I wonder if you move down 1 square, will it let you do that? I know I can move you, but I can't do it because my DM version is not loading. It's just like taking forever. Here we go. Now it's loading. All right. So, see if it'll let you do it that way. There we go.
Yes, gotta get it up to 88 miles an hour.
Was this the restrained one, or is this the non-restrained one?
This is a restrained one, so your attack is with advantage.
Gotcha.
Oh, and a crit. Look at there. What?
Okay, that plus 2.
It's crazy.
16.
16 hit points of damage. Let me make sure it took it off, which it did. Nicely done. All right. It's weird because on my DM version, it's showing you in your original square, not in the web square. That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else for Ragnar?
I'm good for the time being.
Okay. All right. I don't know why it's not there. Yeah, this is absolutely freaking pissing me off. All right. Who's next? Tarikas, you are up, sire.
Yes. I will first. I don't see anything to attack, but
You can move south and you can see it. If you move down here.
yeah, I'll move 1. I'll
You
move
see it.
2. I see things
Now you
to
see
attack
things.
now.
Now you see things to attack. I like it.
See things. Yeah, I'm gonna attack this thing right here down at the bottom.
Okay.
I think I got a target right there. Right. I'm going to curse it a little bit and cast a Toll of the Dead.
Oh, that's a new thing. That's a new thing.
That's a new spell I want to try out and see what it's like.
Inside joke for those that don't know, not Lord, but Tarikas is forever. That's like his number one go-to spell, and he's always trying to make it like he's going to try something different, and then he ends up with Toll the Dead.
Well, I don't have many options. I'm just a healer, so it's like
You'd think a life cleric would use Sacred Flame and not the necromancy spell.
Well, I would, but I have to save all my heals for my party members because they seem to
Sacred Flame
damage.
My dude.
So I am going to I'm gonna zap it. I don't know if it's damage, but here it goes. Okay, why did it give me a square to place?
For what? Toll the Dead? Because you casted Word of Radiance.
Right.
You didn't do Toll the Dead. You cast Word of Radiance.
You're absolutely right. I can't undo it.
All right, because it's a cantrip, so you're not going to lose it anyway.
I'll cast it over here just for.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so what I'll do, Oh no, it's gonna take damage off the guy. Oh, my bad.
It shouldn't.
Okay,
Let me
I'll hit
double.
it again.
All right, let me double check just to make sure.
It rolled 2 6-sided, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, it didn't take any damage off it.
Okay,
So.
that's good. But now I can't open up my character sheet for some reason. Okay. That's interesting. Want me to roll damage or something? That's probably why. There, that's probably why. It didn't take damage, did it? No, okay.
Yeah, it did. Let me put that back on.
Yeah, and I think it's not gonna let me re-roll it because it's my turn and it probably used it and said, "Okay, your turns are done."
It shouldn't. So.
Okay. I can't open up my character sheet for some reason now.
All right, I'll do it for you. So
All right, thank you.
I will target it.
I mean, untarget it now.
I just targeted it. So because if I open up your character sheet to do it, I have to do everything for you.
Okay.
All right, and so you are casting Toll the Dead, correct?
Yeah, that's that new one. It's hard to find right there.
Mm-hmm. All right. So the Toll the Dead is a Wisdom saving throw on the creature.
Yes.
What is your DC for that? DC 16?
I don't know. It's on my paper there.
Yep, it is. It's DC 16. So let me go here. Wisdom.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna rejoin. Maybe that'll fix it.
Okay.
Okay.
It rolled a 10, so it failed. So if we roll damage.
If it hasn't been damaged, 8-sided. If it has been, 12-sided.
Yep.
The beast shall go down.
Holy shit. Why did it roll all those? That was bizarre.
Just...
Yeah, hang on a second. Let me see. 2d12, so it should have taken 20 off. Yeah, so those two don't count. I don't know why it rolls it twice. It really gives the 8-sided, and then it gives the... It's
well,
got to
one
be...
is 4 if it's not damaged, and one
Yeah.
is 4 if it's damaged, but it doesn't differentiate the two.
Yeah, the 2d12, right? So the 2
Yeah.
up here is it just rolled a 1d8, and then for some reason, all right, I think I sort of know what's up, but I don't want to guess and interrupt the game.
I think
so
it's
I'll
a formula of function. It's like
exactly. So all right, so you have hit it for 20 hit points of Toll the Dead damage. You've moved 10 feet, so you still have 20 feet of movement, or do you just want to stay where you're at?
I think I'll move back this way.
Okay.
And and I'm still not able to open my character sheet, but that's okay.
Wonder why that is.
I just refreshed.
Are we sure that you don't have anything open somewhere else, right? Because I'm not sure.
Oh, there it goes. Well, you know what would help if I clicked on the correct character. That would definitely. I'm clicking on.
Dude, man.
I'm sorry. It's been a long week. Long 2 weeks. Lots of work. Sorry.
All right. So next up is the Shambling Mound. Move. Yes. Normal. Yes! So he is going to 1, 2, move out of the web. But I have to move here so that I can see. All right. He is going to target Tarikas. He move down here, though, so everybody can see. No, I'm not going to do restrained.
Would he smother us, basically?
Well, that's how it kind of works here, right? So essentially, he has stepped out of the web. He is targeting Tarikas. So the Shambling Mound gets 2 slam attacks. If it hits you with the slam attack, it can use the engulf feature. So essentially, if a Shambling Mound hits a medium or smaller creature with both of its slam attacks, that creature is grappled and it is engulfed, and it has to succeed on a DC 14 Constitution save at the start of each of the Shambling Mound's turn.
Oh,
So
and that's pretty good. Which reminds me, slam. Da, da, da.
all right. Anyway, here comes its first slam attack. 26 as it hits Tarikas for 15 hit points of damage. Tarikas, you
Did you
need
take it
to.
off? Or does it come off by itself?
No, it automatically came off.
Okay, good.
You need to roll a Constitution saving throw, please, to see.
Yes, sir.
It says here you're concentrating on something. I'm not sure what the concentration is, but
I have no idea.
yeah, that's all right. Let's go ahead and do your concentration saving throw.
Concentration or constitution?
Yeah, concentration. Yeah, Constitution. But do me a favor, see if there's something in the chat. The chat may have prompted you to take a saving throw. Is there a box in there that says roll for saving throw? If not, just go ahead and roll.
It just says concentration. I'm clicking on stuff here. Nothing happens. Then a white box comes open and says Sean, DC 10 Constitution.
Yeah. That's weird that you're seeing that because that's supposed to... Well, that's to you and me. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Yep, so go ahead and roll a Constitution saving throw, please, to see whether or not... And he succeeds. All right. Okay, and that is its first attack. Now its second attack.
I do have a 19 Constitution. So...
Yeah. The second attack misses, as that is this creature's actions for this. Nilo.
The rest of my party knows, Ragnar. I don't have any of my Channel Divinities left. Just FYI. Matter of fact, I don't think I have any spells left. I think I was like, yeah, I don't have much left. I got 2 heals at the most. That's it. Low heals.
So, let's see. He doesn't have any hex left. I
think Tariq is going to have to start being a little more vocal.
Yep. He is... Wait. How many attacks does she get? She just gets 1 attack. And I'm sorry, folks. I'm not as familiar with the character as the players are. Nilo's going to be late, whereas Probisco's not even going to be here tonight because of work. So, all right, so the first thing, she's going to go ahead and just attack with her blades. Long sword. I just don't know how many attacks she gets. I'm just looking to see. Well, she can action surge, but... Alright, doesn't matter. I'm just going to go ahead and attack with the sword, and then we'll deal with the rest of the stuff later. Oh, are you kidding? A 14? Misses? But again, I don't know if she's going to... Yep, she's going to go ahead and action surge. Going to action surge, and she's going to re-attack. Are you fucking kidding me? Missed again. All right. As the other Shambling Mound. Yes. Normal. As this one failed, so it is stuck where it's at, so it's still stuck. But this one is going to target Ragnar. Well, actually, no, he can't. He can't attack because he uses action to try to get away, so... He cannot go after Ragnar, so that is his action because he's stuck. All right, back to the top of the order. Perviskro. All right, I know this. Oop, nope. He is going to back up slightly here. Don't know what. He only got one first level spell back, but he's got one second level. So he will once again cast Magic Missile. So he is going to target the one that's right here where it's close to everybody. He is going to cast Magic Missile. He is going to cast it at 3rd level. How many at... Sorry. He has 3. 2 slots higher for each slot above first. So he gets a total of 3, 4, 5. 15 hit points of damage. Make sure it took it off. Nope, it only took off the 3. That's kind of crappy. 3. Let's see. So he did 15. So they should leave him with 1. Okay. That's it for Perviskro. All right. Ragnar, you're up again. He hits the shambling mound. 7 hit points. And it took him off. Anything else for Ragnar? Can't hear you if you're talking, bud.
Apologies.
Yep.
Sorry, I was just checking to make sure I don't have extra attack because I forgot which level we were.
Yep, no worries.
No.
You are currently 7th level.
So yeah, that was only 1 attack. That's all I can do.
All right. Lord Tarikas. Tarikas of the Blinding Light.
Tarikas of the blinding light. I'm going to.
Lords of Light, run away!
I can't use it. That's his uncle's calling.
My bad.
That's his call card. Let's see here. Although I could make it a St. Cuthbert kind of thing.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, I think I have. I had to look on Beyond and the D&D stuff because I believe I have an ability with my shield where I can push him back. Maybe. Let me look real quick. Tarikas, right here. But I had a thing I could push. I think I have a shield thing. Of course, I could be getting my characters confused.
I think you got your characters confused, yep.
Oh, yeah. You're right. You're absolutely right. I'm a confused person.
Hey,
okay, well, with that being said, I suppose I will. Man, I can't do anything to push him back. I got no high-level spells. Got a 1 second level, which I'll need to save for. And I have 1 first level. Man, it's gonna suck. I guess to help. I'm just too close. With that little icon, does that mean I'm entangled?
No.
Okay.
No, it says you were concentrating on something, but I don't know what you were
Was it
concentrating on.
bless or something?
Maybe? I don't remember, to be honest with you.
Okay, me neither. So we'll just whatever. Um, Man, well, I guess I gotta do what I gotta do. Hopefully it'll take damage from normal weapons because that's all I have. So
Or Toll the Dead?
or total. Could I cast total the dead on my mace? No, I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and just attack it with my mace,
Okie doke.
and yeah, that's all she wrote.
No big deal, man. Easy peasy.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Make sure I got a target. Yep, and here we go. All or nothing. Yeah, it looks like nothing.
Pretty sure it's nothing. As you swing your mace, it slams into the creature, but unfortunately, it does no damage. Or it doesn't appear to be. It just sort of bounces off at this thick, huge mass of vegetation, just sort of slimy and wet. And like I said, extremely heavy as you slam into it. It doesn't look like your weapon affected it at all.
And
As
if I'm able to, I will try to move here. If I'm able.
yeah, you can. That's still in the range of him.
Yeah. Just trying to keep it from going down the hallway, I guess. Or make a break for it.
Yep. All right. He is looking at Nilo as he goes and swings his huge, massive arm, slamming into it. Uh-oh.
Down. Is anybody here know CPR?
Oh! What? I'm not sure. Orcish Fury attack. Slam hits. Alright.
Oh wait, that's Nilo attacking.
Well, that's what I'm saying. No. The hang on a sec. The slam attack hit. I'm just wondering what the Orcish Fury attack does. I have to go back and look and see. It's her
relentless. I think it's like Orcish Fury. It just lets her stay at 1 HP once she
well,
goes down.
well, this one says, oh, immediately after you use your relentless endurance trait, you can use your reaction to make one weapon attack. So, even though it critically hit her, so I have to do the damage first of all to Nilo.
Yeah, the problem is unless you do double her, unless you outright kill her, she's at 1 HP.
Well, no, that's not what this is. This isn't Orcish endurance. This is Orcish Fury attack. So.
Okay, it says this. It says.
Yeah, I see it. I see what.
Oh, okay.
I've got her sheet here. I mean, I read. But Nilo just took 28 hit points of damage as this thing slams into her, but she gets an immediate attack back.
Yeah, reaction attack. Yep.
Yeah. So it's actually supposed to be after Relentless Endurance. So I don't remember she had Relentless Endurance, but the game allowed her to do it. So I am going to allow her to do it as she swings with the... And she does hit the Shambling Mound for 12 hit points of damage. Alright, so that's it for that one. Now, this one, it's second slam attack on Nilo. Hits Nilo again. So now we're running into... for another 12 hit points of damage. All right, so Nilo has been hit twice. So now I want to see Shambling Mound engulfs a medium. The engulfed is blinded, so oh, it doesn't. It's not the engulf. All right, so I don't know. I don't have the shambling. It just says here it engulfs it and a smaller creature grappled by it. But the problem is it doesn't tell me if Nilo gets a save from being engulfed or not.
She's unconscious.
Nilo is? Not-
If you hit her for enough damage to put her at 1, and then you hit her again.
No, that's just it. You're completely conflating. Nilo had 60 hit points. She had never been hit. She was not at 1 hit point. She took a critical hit, and because she took that hit, she used her reaction of Orcish Fury to make an automatic attack back. She wasn't at 1 hit point at all.
I thought you said that only triggers on her Orcish Endurance, though.
That's what I'm saying is I tried to look and see the game let her go with that abilities, but you're right. It's supposed to be after Relentless Endurance when you're reduced to 0 but not killed, right? So obviously I missed something there, but doesn't matter. The bottom line is she has been hit twice by this creature. She's at 20 hit points. It says when it hits twice, it engulfs somebody, but the problem is it says engulfs when they're grappled. It grapples them. It doesn't tell me whether or not Nilo gets a save to grapple. It just says that they're engulfed.
Well, it says here that, it's engulfed and then it's blinded and restrained and unable to breathe, and must succeed on a Constitution saving throw at the start of each of the mound's turns, or it'll take 13.
Yes. And I see that, but what I'm saying is the thing that's jacking me up here is it says the shambling mound engulfs a medium or smaller creature grappled by it. Right? So that means I don't know that she's grappled, or is it an automatic grapple if they hit you twice? That's what I'm trying to see.
Check if it's a part
It says,
Okay, here we go. I got it right. And this is what I'm saying. The Foundry or Forge doesn't have this in there. It says the shambling mound makes 2 slam attacks. If they both hit a medium or smaller, the target's grappled, but she gets a DC 14 to escape.
right.
All right. So Nilo gets a saving throw. Her athletics is better, so she is going to make an athletics saving throw, or an athletics check, DC 14 to escape. If she does, she's not engulfed. If she fails, she's engulfed. Absolutely passed. So Nilo is not engulfed. And that's what I was saying. I know I had seen it, but it's not saying it anywhere here in the description of the...
Oh, not in the Foundry.
Oh my God! It does show it under their multi-attack. It doesn't say it under the. It doesn't say it under the attack. I never opened up the actual multi-attack. I'm an idiot. So you wasted all our players' time and everybody's time on this because I'm a knucklehead. All right, Shambling Mound's done. Nilo is up. She is going to target, and once again, she's going to go. I could have swore she had 2 attacks. I don't know why. I keep thinking that she gets extra attacks, but
I think it's because that reaction made it seem like 2 attacks. Right?
Maybe. 12 hit points of damage. All right, those came off, so that's good. All right, and that was the other Shambling Mound. It is targeting Ragnar. Misses Ragnar with his first hit. Hits Ragnar with his second hit. For 9 hit points of bludgeoning damage to Ragnar. All right, back to the top of the order. All right, so I am going to...
Is that was that rounded? Do we round down on damage or not? Because
Yes. Oh, thank you for that. You can go ahead and add the 5 hit points back.
Gotcha.
All right. Paviskro is going to... I know that these things are sort of resistant to fire, but if we do enough damage, even the resistance can be overcome. So he doesn't have any more. I don't know how many cantrip slots he had, so unfortunately I don't know. I can't do any trades in. But what I can do is I am just going to do the cavalry. He's going to move down here so I can get a little view. I think it's just at this level. What the hell? This again. Seriously? It's not like... This again. Alright, it's not letting me cast it, so I am just going to... For some reason... Oops. Alright, as third level, Fireball does what damage? It is 3d or 1d6 for each. Oh, sorry. 8d6 on a failed, half as much on a. Alright, so he is just going to. Gonna cost 8d6. Alright, 23. So this has to do a dexterity saving throw. Failed its dexterity saving throw. The other one. Both of them failed their saving throws. So 23 divided by 2 is 12 hit points of damage each. Not that that's a lot, but it's better than nothing. Alright, that's it for Perisco. This is why I said I knew this was combat was going to go long. Especially when there's a DM trying to play two characters he's not familiar with. Ragnar! Hits the Shambling Mound!
I keep rolling low, timid.
Yep, hey, every little bit helps, so man.
Yeah.
Alright, where are we? I want to look and see. Alright, I just want to, I was just looking to see if anybody had dropped any nat 1s or nat 20s on the party or not, which does not appear to be. Alright, next up after Ragnar, Tarikas.
Yeah, it seems like.
Oh, actually, sorry. I
bad.
forgot one thing. Now that he casts that fireball on those two, the web is gone.
Oh well.
So.
Really? All right. So I guess what I'll attempt to do oh, let's see, that's 2-6. Nah, I just have to do Toll the Dead because that's really the only thing I can do.
Okay.
All right.
Ahab. Boom! "15 hit points of damage as it failed. Nicely done. Now it is the Shambling Mound's turn. It sort of moves up slightly. Still targets Ragnar. Mrs. Ragnar. Mrs. Ragnar. Nilo Hundar. As she targets as she hits. Yay! 5 hit points of damage, but every little bit helps. Need to put that 5 hit points back on Ragnar too, because it took 5 points off of Ragnar. Because I had Ragnar targeted. Alright. As the other Shambling Mound takes aim at Eurekas. As it hits Eurekas for 8 hit points of damage. I don't know why it's telling you. I don't think you're concentrating on anything, so I'm just going to remove it. Because there is no more bless or anything, I know. So.
Why don't I just roll concentration and then they'll fix it?
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. Because like I said,
Okay.
you don't. As the second one misses Eurekas. Only one attack. As Paviskro is back up. As it is going to target this one right next to you guys. All right. He is going to go past, so it goes for 30 feet. So he is going to target both of these. And he is, I think he has a spell. Yep, he is going to cast Tasha's Caustic Brew. What the heck? It's supposed to be a line. I don't know why it's doing this. Okay, that's fine. He will do damage. Now, damn it. Why did it... This is so stupid. Killing me. I don't know why it selected me. I think that's good. Fabisco is still... Yep, he's still at his. Okay. Alright, and make sure this... Oh, it did not. So this one is down here. As they both took 6 hit points of acid. And... Alright, so I think we are okay there. I need to look at that spell really quick. Alright, so a creature covered in the acid takes 2d4 at the start of each of its turn for the duration. Sorry, I've never used this spell before either. A stream of acid in a line 30 feet by 5 feet. Each creature in the line must succeed in a dex or be covered in the acid for the spell's duration, which is...
Forever.
No. 1 minute. So 10 rounds. Creature covered takes 2d4 acid at the start of each of its turns. So it is now covered in the acid. Those two are now covered in the acid. And they will take 2 to 8 each round. Ragnar, you are up. Oh, dude, you see that? Tarikas. Tarikas, you're up. And it fails. I gotta put that many back on here. Because it took another 14 off, so I gotta put that back, so that's good. Alright. Nicely done. As the Shambling Mound. Which one is it? The southern one. First of all, I gotta take its hit points off. 2d4. 7 hit points off. As the acid continues to burn away on this creature, as it takes a pot shot at Ragnar. Misses Ragnar. Hits Ragnar for the second one. For 11 hit points of damage. Divided by 2, you get 6 back. There you go. I put it back for you. Alright. Nilo is going to target the beast. Going to attack with her longsword. As she hits. Damn, 5 hit points of damage. Alright, that came off. Good to go. Back to this Shambling Mound, as he's he's targeting Nilo. Misses Nilo. And another miss against Nilo. Both the Shambling Mound attacks miss. Back up to Perviskro. Alright, he is going to target this creature with a Mind Sliver. Succeed on an intelligence. What? Oh. Oh, that's why. Okay. Try it again. It has to make a intelligence saving throw. It fails its saving throw. It takes normal damage. 9 hit points of damage. And it subtracts 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn. So if it has to make a saving throw between now and the time I go back, it cannot. It gets a d4 off. Ragnar. Does that hit? That hits the Shambling Mound. 11 hit points of damage. Ooh, so close. It's so far. Hit for Ragnar. Rikus, you're up. And I know I'm going through this fast and not a lot of play in it, but I want to get through the combat scene since I know this is going to take a while. As it fails, move dice, move. I can't see, so I have to put 3 back on it. All right, that was good, man. Really good. All right, as the Shambling Mound is up.
Wow, we're still alive. Holy crap.
Yeah, you know what? You took him all the way down to just a few hit points too, but he's still enough that he's going to attack you. We're trying to attack him. Misses Tarikas. The second blow comes down. And it also misses Tarikas. So you are fortunate, my friend. As Nilo targets the creature with her sword. as she hits, slams down upon it. See, and it didn't even do what it was supposed to do. That's bad. You guys watch as Nilo finally cleaves through this thing, and it falls. As Perviskiro targets this shambling mound with another mine sliver. It has to make a DC. It has to make a saving throw. Actions, intelligence, saving throw, normal. I believe that fails. His DC is 15, so it fails its saving throw. So it suffers 6 hit points of damage. Nice. And it also, if it has to make another saving throw before the end of his next turn, it will get a D4 off. Ragnar. He hits the shambling mound. Leave it, brother! Leave it! 8 hit points of damage as Ragnar, huffing and puffing, heaving and a breathing, slams his way into the last of the shambling mounds, cleaving through it, and it falls into a heap of rotting vegetation, leaving you all a little worse for wear, but able to gather your senses as all 3 of the shambling mounds fall. You look about and you can see that this large cavernous chamber is wet with water that sort of seeps in through the walls as if there's probably a river or some other waterway making its way on the backside of the walls and whatnot. Deep in the underground, you can see there's a tunnel leading out to the north, and there's a small little alcove, looks like some kind of a vegetative nest in the south, and you can see that there are large lumps of vegetation, but it looks like vegetation that's wrapped around things as if they're being stored there. Anybody?
Well, I'd say enough of this foolishness. We need to rest.
We should probably find. Yeah, we should probably clear out the area in case there's more before we start the camp.
Let me remind you, I have no healing, but 2.
Oh, 2's more than
I
enough,
know
right?
that. Let's at least look around to make sure there's not more of them.
That is not wise. I challenge your
So
decision.
rather than just come
To
to
a
us,
wisdom roll off.
no. As Ragnar walks away.
Okay.
I look at the rest of the party members as if like with the look of, y'all really want to keep going without resting?
Well, I totally agree that perhaps we need to rest, as I need to recuperate my spells as well. However, I believe Ragnar has a valid point that if we are going to rest in here, we should at least make sure there's nothing going to come alive and wake up while we are trying to rest. I am not saying we go out and seek other monsters. I say we do not leave this chamber here, but perhaps we can look around to make sure that there's no other little vegetations. Maybe there's baby vegetations that might be trying to attack us while we are sleeping, so perhaps we should at least check this chamber out to make sure that it's clear. And I can cast my Liamon's hut, where we can. I believe he's got Liamon's hut.
I thought that's only outdoor.
No, you can cast it anywhere.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yep. He has 1/3
Very well,
level
if
spell.
you think so.
So Perviskro will kind of come in the chamber as well. bringing in his light.
I'm going to be
Yes.
standing toward the back of the group, though.
Okay. So as you guys are sort of searching around, first thing you notice again, up here to the north, there is a tunnel. And as Ragnar, not Ragnar, but as Praviskado kind of pokes his head up there, bringing his light with him, of course, he's like, we're going to have to keep an eye on this northern just to be sure, but there is more cavern complex that direction. Down here, what do we have down here? This looks like a nest of some kind. We should check out the nest. So I'll leave it to those that are here to do that, as opposed to Ragnar and Nilo driving the story, meaning that I would have to drive the story. So as you move down there, Ragnar, you find that these lumps of vegetation that look like they're kind of rolled up are bodies. And as you're moving through them, you see there's probably about a half a dozen of them or so. The first couple that you look at appear to be decomposed to the point of irrecognizability. You don't even know what they are. However, as you're moving, there's one at the very southern tip that looks to be moving, as if whatever's inside is like moving. Like,
He gets out his axe.
okay,
Prepare for battle!
Then he slides it against the bindings to see that crack it open. What's in it?
inside you can see what appears to be a human. But he's very much the worse for wear. In other words, he's in pretty bad shape.
Hey, Tarikas,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
someone's not dead.
What? We have found somebody that's living down here.
Say
Ooh.
Tarikas, why's priest gonna come over
Oh,
here?
sorry. Well, Praviskro's interested too.
This is true. Hey, we got the Warren Bati over here.
I come over and look.
As I said, there's a human male, dark hair, thick facial hair, wearing, standard clothing. Looks like to be an adventurer of some kind, and it looks like whatever gear he had is, whether a backpack and weapons and all that other stuff, seemed to be wrapped up with him. As Pavisko's like, well, if we're going to save this person, we should put them in the tiny hut with us. What do you say?
Yes, and he looks like he's still look like an adventurer. He looks like he's equipped. He's got the most favorable shoes. I will be taking those. Nykel shoes.
Nykel shoes? I like it. All right.
I examined the body before they take him to the hut to see if
definitely
it's
alive.
or if it's like
This
on
this
the verge.
person is definitely alive. Just appears to be very dehydrated. Very bruised and battered. Looks like he probably lost a battle with the shambling mounds.
Okay, first I'm going to target him. I'm going to cast Spare the Dying
Okay.
on him. I don't
You
know what
know.
that does, but
Spare the dying essentially just keeps somebody from having to make death saving throws. If they're dead or not dead, but they're at 0 hit points, and instead of making death saving throws, you essentially stabilize them at 0.
so I'm going to do that so that way if whatever his condition is, if he ends up having to roll, he'll be able to be spared or something.
Okay. So as you guys sort of do that and eventually drag him into the tiny hut that Praviskro has now provided for you guys. Everybody take a long rest.
I will take a long rest.
Me very hurt.
Before we rest, I'm going to use up my 2 spells?
You don't. Oh, that's right. I forgot. Never mind. I was like, you don't have to. Oh, yes, you do.
And
So
I'm going to relearn some spells that are not on my list here.
all right, I am going to do. So first of all, I just want to make note because I don't think the game system does it automatically. So before you do, don't use the long rest button on your sheet yet. Essentially, what you need to do is roll your hit dice for the long rest, right? So for our long rest, at the end of a long rest, a character recovers hit points equal to half their hit dice rounded up. For example, a 9th level character can get 5 hit dice worth of hit points. So since you guys are 7th level, you would get 4. So you can roll 4d10 or whatever it is, or whatever your hit die is, plus your con bonus, and that's how many hit points you get back, right? So Perviskro, his hit dice is, I think, well, he has wizard and artificer, right? So he can do either one, but essentially you can only do, in other words, you don't get all your hit points back, right? So Steven, just so you're aware, whenever we do short and long rests, we have a little bit different ways of getting our hit points back to make it a little more gritty, right? So you can't do a long rest and get, oh, I got all my hit points back and I'm good to go. Because if you're way down on hit points, you may not get them all back. So for right now, so Ragnar, you can roll, you're a 10-sided dice, right? So you could get 4d10 hit points back if you want to roll the other 310. You don't even have to like do the you don't even have to do the using hit dice or anything like that. You just roll the dice regular from the chat box. Just roll like 4d10 and get your hit points back. And same thing. So I am going to do Perviskro. He, like I said, his hit dice is a little bit different because he has a d8 and then 6d6. So he's just going to do his 6d, or his d6, I should say. All right. So Perviskro only really needs to roll the 1. Unless he rolls a 1. Yep, so he got his hit points back. All right. Once you've done your hit points and you're done rolling your hit dice for hit points, make sure you put your hit dice back to max, right? So long rest resets all your hit dice. So everybody should have a max, whatever their maximum hit dice are.
Well, anybody else down? Because if they are, before I rest, I'm going to cast these 2 cure wounds.
I'm still down by 15 points.
You still have 2. Oh, you already used your 4 hit dice, all right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So go ahead and cast if you want to.
Shrika's target is 10 feet away. Oh.
Yeah, you have to be within like a couple. Nilo is way down too. All right, so Nilo has used all of the hit dice that she can use. And now let's see where everybody's at. So Tarikas is maxed. Ethan, you are maxed. Perviskro is maxed. Ragnar is down 6. And Nilo is down 15.
Well, he's secured now.
Ragnar? Or did you give Nilo or Ragnar that spell?
I gave them each one.
All right, so that means now Ragnar is back to max. Nilo is back to max. And if you guys would be so kind, now everybody just go ahead and go into your sheet and click long rest, because the game system should now max all of your stuff out. I just want to make sure we got the hit points right before we did anything.
Cool. Okay, it only gave me 2 hit dice back. Or 3 hit dice back. Is that what it's supposed to give?
I'm thinking that, yeah, the game system might be set to do that, but go ahead and if you click the little wheel above your hit dice, if you mouse over your hit dice, the little gear wheel shows up on the right. If you click that, just go ahead and max it out.
Okay, and I also wanted to switch some spells out that are not here.
Yep, that's fine.
I'll attempt to do that while we venture here.
All right,
There's some that I don't like, that I don't want.
Oops.
That I need healing while I'm, yeah.
All right, so Ragnar's back up. If you guys didn't already, you should have done the long rest. I'm just making sure that everybody's character sheets are where they're supposed to be. Spellbook wise, spell slots back, good to go. All right. All right. 8 hours have passed. As you guys rest and recuperate, while you are there, slowly, your this new guy that you guys have dragged out. As I said, he's human. He looks much better after getting a little bit of water and a little bit of food put into him. But I will allow you guys to interact with one another for right now. By the way, Tarikas, make sure you unselect Nilo. I will let you guys interact now as we welcome in Ethan, played by our comrade Steven, one of our local players who has so graciously agreed to join our game. I'd like to welcome you aboard, sir. I apologize that it took 2 hours almost, or an hour and a half, to get through that combat so that we could bring you into the game, but hopefully you're starting to at least learn a little bit about how Forge works, or if you've never used it before. Welcome aboard, sir.
Appreciate it.
And it is just you three now, so feel free to discuss amongst yourselves anything that you wish to discuss before we continue our campaign.
Well, looks like we're all healed.
As you guys are all healed and the Liamon's tiny hut slowly fades away, leaving you all once again standing in this fungi-filled place with these massive dead things lying on the floor. These shambling mound creature thingies laid sprawled out on the floor. Anyway, like I said, I'd like you guys to sort of interact and role play your introductions of who, what, where, when, why, and how, or whatever it is you guys want to talk about. Feel free to entertain us.
Well, hello there, young lad. That's
Hello.
you, the one we rescued.
Yes, and I do appreciate the rescue.
Yes, looked like you were in such a situation that seem to be fortunate that we crossed your path. How are you holding up?
Better than I was, so I can't really complain too much. What brings everybody down here?
Well, we didn't exactly come to hang out, as he gestures to the webbing.
Yes, we defeated 2 shambling mounts. So who are you? And what does your daddy do?
Tarikas, what the fuck are you talking about?
For those who have not seen the movie, okay.
What is this movie? I haven't gone to this thing called the cinema. I've heard they're called picture shows. They're out of Waterdeep. Wait, that's the wrong side.
So who are you, sir?
Well, my name is Ethan. I'm a wanderer. As for what my daddy does, he rots in the ground.
I see.
My family was murdered. And ever since I've been wandering the lands, taking odd jobs, and that's how I wound up here.
How would you like another job?
Well, considering my last employer probably assumes I'm dead, I don't have anything to lose by joining you.
Well, we can't pay you, but it's more of a networking thing where we all are agreeing to keep each other alive.
Well, I guess I'm indebted because you've already done that for me.
Oh, well. I'm Tarikas. I'm of a long line of worshippers of the faith of St. Cuthbert, the most best god in Greyhawk.
Are you really stumbling over your own god?
Stumbling, we're here because of my god.
One reason why we're here.
Anyway, I will step back and let you talk to our other fighter. Cleric, I think. Are you a cleric?
No, he's
No.
Why do I always...
he's a blind dwarf.
Dwarves all look alike.
No, I'm sorry. It's the other campaign or something. We have a dwarf that's a cleric.
He's not a dwarf either. He's a human.
Oh,
that's the funny thing. That's the funny. I always thought he was a dwarf too, just because of who he worships. But he's not a dwarf. He's a human, and I always.
Who does he worship, Warden?
No, Juskar. He's a human god, but he's very in tune with like mining and stuff like that. So they're sort of kindred spirits with the dwarven gods. So
And with the name like Ragnar Stormhound makes me think, dwarvish, I guess.
Well, he is.
I am a dwarf.
Wait. Okay.
This campaign, the dwarf is a fighter. The other campaign, the not a dwarf is a cleric.
Okay.
Sean, if I ever die, I'm coming back as a cleric.
Just so that Tarikas will get shit straight.
Yeah.
Well, my dwarven companion would like to introduce himself.
Do you all?
He's a great warrior of the god of Jeskar.
Do you all normally have identity crises?
Yes, my friends, as you can see, these two are always going at it. It is almost as if the gods are playing tricks on us to keep us entertained with their. They might as well be married if such thing is available in today's world. The marrying of a human and a dwarf.
That's a disgusting concept.
We all know who the male's in this relationship.
So as you look around, Ethan, you notice that Paviskro wears armor, but he has the look of arcane about him as well. Tarikas, of course, you can see sports the armor and the symbology of Saint Cuthbert, who is a prominent deity in the world. Everybody knows who Saint Cuthbert is. Ragnar is the dwarf. You can see what's interesting about him is he's sort of looking and talking. He's not looking at anybody specifically, and as you gaze, you see that it looks like his eyes have been just like shredded. So you don't even know how he sees, much less knows that there's anybody here. And then last but not least, on the backside of Paviskro, you can see another armored female, in this case a half-orc. She stands rather tall and bulky, having blades at her side. She's sort of cleaning up her weapons and finishing up as she sort of puts her gear away, looks at you, and gives a nod. So, what skills do you have that might be useful for our troop?
Well, you have, it seems, 2 martial fighters and
Mhm.
2 magic users, right?
Technically, Nilo is she is a fighter. She is a fighter, but she does have spell capable. She is spell capable. Paviskro is the one who, even though he wears armor, he's very in tune with magic as well. So those two are spell slingers. Tarikas is our cleric, and Ragnar is our straight up ass kicker.
Listen, you missed my best work. I once cast the desk on somebody.
That's just true.
But to answer your question, I have a set of dark magic skills. I am what you would most notably refer to as a warlock. So,
As
I'm
Perviskro squints, I am not too sure I like this dark magic concept that you are talking about, but if it proves useful, you will be welcome. If it does not, you may have to find your way elsewhere.
Up until now, it's kept me alive this long.
Alive is good.
Right?
Okay. So then, as you all look around and you find yourself back in this chamber, which direction do we want to go back? Now, the way you came in, and again, I know it's been a while since everybody has campaigned. The way you guys came in, you were in a main tunnel and you found a massive set of iron doors, and you just sort of marked that, and you were kind of working your way around to look at the other passages when you came down here. So you can either go back up the way you came, which is out this northern to the right, or you could take the northern one that hooks to the west that Paviskro said goes back into caverns. So it's a choice on you. I'll let you guys decide where you want to go or which direction you're going to go.
I say we keep to the tradition of going left.
Okay.
Granted, that means we're going north.
I will follow the group.
Okay.
So, Dark One, what is the nature of your patronage? I think that's the right word. Kreistrich, that's the right word, right?
Yeah.
My patron is known as the Hexblade.
That's a weird name. Is it some kind of like war god thing?
Sort of. He allows me to bend the will of the dead to a degree.
Well, you get plenty of practice around here. We've been running into nothing but corpses and monsters.
You know,
He also gave me a book that provides quite a good amount of arcane knowledge.
Oh, he cheats on spellcrafting too? Kreistrich, why can't you do things like that?
As you guys move down the hall, leaving Tarikas in the chamber all by himself.
Listen, he's an old man. He's having a moment.
Okay. You end up in a squarish chamber, very much like the one that you guys saw previously. As you sort of look in, you can see that, like I said, tunnels go out in all 4 cardinal directions. The room itself is very similar to all of the other chambers that you guys have been sort of traipsing through, but very similar to the other square chamber that you guys found before. You can see that there is iconography on the ceiling, ancient arcane glyphs and whatnot, carvings in the ceiling. Probably about 20-foot high ceiling, 15, 20 foot. The floor, very different from the rest of the caverns or the caves you've been walking through, is much more smooth. It's not as rough, not as much rubble. It looks like it's been brushed or cleared away or swept away. Again, you've seen another chamber just like this in another part of the cavern complex that you're in, but this is, again, sort of the description of the one that I said that you were in before.
I have a question.
Yes.
Because Ragnar has a hard on when it comes to cave and cave accessories.
Mhm.
Do the cave walls in this area seem different in terms of like what we've been running into? Do like they look like these were carved out on purpose, or is this like a natural formation?
The natural formation, but it's been manually fixed. You know what I mean? It might have been rounded and misshapen at one point, but it looks like somebody put their work into it in order to straighten it out and make it more square-like, if you will. As if they were maybe working on it or building something and they just never got finished or whatever. But the weird thing is that none of the other chambers you've been in have the carvings on the ceiling like this one does, as well as the other chamber that you guys discovered that was like that.
Oh, goody. Ragnar can't see the ones on the ceiling.
This is true.
Mm.
A
So
little too high.
Ragnar's just wandering around the room, feeling up the walls, trying
Okay.
to see if there's any runes or anything.
Okay. Go ahead and give me search checks, investigation, please.
Gotcha, Chief.
He moves around. You don't find anything as you're moving around. However, you hear a loud, deep voice coming from the south. You don't see what's making the sound. But what the heck happened? Sorry, I'm losing myself. You don't hear what's making the sound, but you definitely recognize the language as giantish.
Oh, that explains why this room's so big. Ragnar, crouches down in a defensive stance, like a surprised sponge guard. And then
Okay.
he looks back to the party.
Okay.
Everyone ready up. I hear the giant tongue being spoken.
And no one can speak it?
Not me. We had a friend named Desmond that could, but he's not with us anymore.
Give me a second here.
I might be able to. Let me see. Languages. What would that be considered? The giant.
Giant.
Just straight giants, not abyssal or primordial or celestial.
No.
Okay.
That's a language, my friend.
Yeah, so are these. That's what I was asking. But these cover a little bit more different type of racial kind of things. Didn't one of us have a spell for comprehend language or something?
No.
I can do that, yes. I just need
Oh,
10
so
minutes.
you're already coming in handy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Do we think that I have 10 minutes to do? I guess.
It doesn't look like anything's coming up from the southern passage.
Okay.
So it looks like we have time for a ritual spell.
Okay.
Yeah. You guys wait as you watch your new friend break out a tome and begin going through the arcane motions. what would a comprehend languages spell sound or look like?
Sound like?
What would they? I mean, what would it? I mean, the wizard or the warlock casting this spell. What would it? What would
It'd
it
be
look like to the
I would
average
think
user?
meditation, like trying to meditate on the sounds.
You know how I picture it. You know how they used to have in like the rich CEO archetype where he has like that big headpiece that he sits in his car and wears. That's how I
Right.
picture a wizard looks like when he's using that spell.
Hmm.
He's like holding his hand to his ear on it.
Yeah. So, as the time slowly passes, you cast your spell, and now you can comprehend giantish.
Okay, so I'm going to move here, and I'm
Okay.
going to listen. Is it still talking?
So you hear the voice, and suddenly you can see to the south this large giant. To you, it looks like a hill giant. I'm not really sure. It's still a little bit dark going down there. But you hear him apparently yelling at something, saying, "Stop eating the crops. You know, you're supposed to be guarding. You're not supposed to be eating. If I wanted you to eat it, I would feed it to you," etc., etc. So apparently he's talking to some creatures or something that are tending some crops or something that he's got down the. And then he slowly walks his way past your view again and disappears off to your right. But that's essentially the gist of what you hear.
Okay. So something is down there that this giant uses for guarding. Some kind of animal, if I had to guess. Do we want to go down there?
Well, we're almost guaranteed to fight the giant then, but it wouldn't be the first couple we've killed.
Just remember, we don't need to fight everything we meet. We can reason and talk.
Well, that was my idea. I just don't know how reasonable giants are.
Ragnar like has his axe up and he palms it a couple times. I just want to talk to him.
I think maybe we should try to find the other entries into this inner sanctum, whatever we are trying to get into. We found the 2 doors already. Perhaps we can, maybe if we get a chance to, we can go back and talk to the giant. But that is just my opinion. It is up to you what you want to do. I will follow you guys wherever you want to go.
That's fair. We could always come back. How about we try that pathway? He points to the one going left.
Yes, I
This
trust
way or this way?
the wizard's assessment. Since the DM is controlling him, I think so.
Whatever. I'm just trying to do what Paviskro might say.
Listen, Paviskro would be like, "Come on, guys, I got a plan. Now everybody get together."
Yeah.
He'd be the one plotting this thing's downfall by like dropping it in a hole or something.
Nope, I'm whichever. I mean, I'm just trying to.
No, I get it. But yeah, we could probably go left and try out that, and then we can come back.
Okay, so which way are we going?
I'll say it's left.
Left.
This left or this left?
We're going east.
That's the way you guys just came from.
That west. Sorry, I got my directions messed up.
Okay, you're headed to the west.
I meant West, Patrick.
All right. Let me get back to my
South by Southwest.
South by Southwest, exactly. As you guys move down, the stalactites and stalagmites here have grown together to form columns extending from the floor to the 20-foot tall ceiling, and all the colors in here appear to be particularly bright. Although Ragnar can't really see it. And with that, we are going to stop and take a break.
Yeah. Oh no!
It is that time of day.
I'm just looking at the next room. Oh no!
What?
More holes.
Oh, yeah. All right. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. For those that know, during our stream, usually about halfway through, we pop over and hang out in Monkey's SoundCloud for a little while. We are going to take our break, which is normally about 15 minutes. So let me get that all set up so you guys can have the little timer on there and everybody knows how much time they got. Now's the time for you to go out there and check and get your why is it not going? There it goes. Go ahead and go out and update your snacks and get your beverages of choice. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us. I know you could be anywhere on a Friday, but the fact that you're here hanging out with us and our clusterfuck of a show, I definitely appreciate it. But anyway, we'll be back in about 15. So come hang out with us. We'll see you in a little bit.
I get some time. I'll write some new music. All right.
All good, man.
Here, back.
Appreciate that card, man.
Jim was at the laundromat when he heard. His ear said Maraca, senor, but his nose said, hey, freshest scent ever. Following his nose, Jim found a man pouring Gain scent beads into the washer. The scent, the freshness. Jim blurted, sir, your scent Maraca smell amazing. You could call them scent maracas, but most noses call them Gain scent beads. Try Gain scent beads. Way fresher than detergent alone.
With Kroger Delivery, even if you don't live near a Kroger store, you can still get fresh groceries delivered to your door. Kroger's professional drivers guarantee your food is handled with care, and their refrigerated trucks mean that every order gets to you extra fresh. Visit Kroger.com and start your cart. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Enjoy a Boost by Kroger membership for 50% off. Clip your digital coupon and enroll to get fee-free delivery for less than $30 a year. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
And we have turned. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to tonight's show. I am Sean, your host, once again. Tonight's episode number 59 of Heroes of Kreistrich. Is it 59 or is it 60? I think it's supposed to be 59. Yeah. 59. I saw that I updated my thingy on the stream, but I wasn't for sure if... I don't remember updating that, so... Not sure. But welcome everybody back. I appreciate you hanging out with us on your Friday. Let's do a check to make sure that we have some semblance of our party back. We have Monkey. Are you back?
Yep, and we have something in the requests or something.
Yeah, you guys, the party has a Nat 20 as donated by Cardman.
What? Cardman, you rock!
Yeah, I think he meant to say it was for the DM, but, you know, it is what it is. He inadvertently let it slip that it was going to the party when he meant it to go to me, but, you know. And, Steven, are we back?
I am.
Steven is back. And Ragnar, our favorite dwarf cleric, are you back? He's not going to say anything because he's not a cleric, but is the dwarf barbarian back? And if you're talking, you're still on mute, dude. Operator error. Oh, snap. Nice. I'm just reading what Cardman was doing, working at Slack. That's kind of cool. Yeah, tech stage was money. Exactly. So, our party has elected to avoid going to the south where there is a giant down there. And so they have moved to the west. And as I said before the break, as you guys come around the corner, you enter into this pillared looking cavern. The stalactites and stalagmites here have grown together to form columns. Now, by the way, I know you say that these look like holes, but they're not holes. They're actually columns. They're pillared columns that stretch from the floor to the ceiling some 20, 25, 30 feet up over your head. The stalactites and stalagmites here have grown together to form columns extending from the floor to the 20-foot tall ceiling, and the colors in here are all particularly bright. You can see that there is another exit sort of leaving out that away over to the east.
Are there any crystals in here that's causing this light?
No, it's the rock formations themselves have striations of various minerals in them, causing the whole area to be rather colorful, and it's really quite off-putting. Really, it's like you look and you can see it. It's not like they're blinding you or anything like that remotely. It's just when you look at the walls and the colors and the striations, they all just kind of bleed together, and it's kind of like looking at a Where's Waldo thing. It's like, what's in here, right? You can see the columns, you can see the colors, but it just sort of plays tricks along with the light sort of given off by the globe, the drift globe that Perviskro has. It's sort of reflecting off of everything, and it just sort of looks strange on the eyes.
Okay. I'm gonna move toward this other entrance.
Okay. As you begin to move, you get to be right about there when suddenly this tentacle, for lack of a better term, comes lashing out from where these pillars are, and suddenly you see this hideous sort of creature with these whipping tentacles off everywhere, just sort of move out and appear from behind the first one, or behind the first pillar, I guess I should say.
Oh,
Doo-doo.
I know what that is.
Yes, you have
No, you
seen
don't. You
these.
can't see it.
You have seen these creatures before, and now if I could get everybody to roll initiative.
No, not initiative. Oh wait, I have advantage. Why do I keep rolling without it?
I guess I'll roll for Nilo,
Yeah, I'm looking for mine. There it is.
and I will roll for
Yeah.
Fabisco.
No, roll again.
Thought I rolled for Fabisco.
Oh, it just doesn't let me roll again.
I think I accidentally clicked on yours because I went to click Perviscro, and then all of a sudden yours popped up in front of me, so I may have accidentally re-rolled you. So were you higher or lower before? Well, no, it only shows me once. Looks like you rolled a 3. I rolled a nat 1, actually.
Yeah, that's the thing though. I have advantage because of the axe of warding. I just forgot to hit advantage, and it's not letting me reroll.
Okay, so let's do this. There, now reroll.
There we go.
A little better. All right. Let me see. Oops, where'd that come from? That's not what I wanted. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. All right. All right, so first up is Fabisco. And you know what he's going to do. No, that's not what I wanted to do. All right. Fabisco is going to target this critter. And the first thing he is going to do, he is just going to do his, I'm going to call the cavalry. Didn't frickin' do anything again. Damn it. Let's try this again. Owned magic item. So I think that is because this is a custom magic item. It's not letting it function. So there's something breaking it. So what I need to do is I just need to take off a charge. Oops. Darn it. Take off a charge. And then I will cast Fireball without consuming the spell slot. I'm going to do it right there. And the roper has to do a dexterity saving throw, which it failed. Actually, I think I'll just do this. I think it'll automatically do it for me. Yep. Drift Globe has to do a saving throw. That's funny. 23. I don't have to worry about that. So it took 23. Let's see if it took the fire damage. It did not take it off. And so that leaves it here. And you guys watch as another one actually appeared up above, but it too got caught up in the... But this one made its saving throw, so it only took 12 hit points of damage. And that's it. That's it for Praviskro. Oh, no wonder. Okay. Now the roper. Yep. Okay. As the roper stays where it's at, and I think it gets a multi-attack. I just don't know how many. Yeah, it does get multi. Makes 4 attacks. Uses reel and makes 1 attack with its bite. Alright, so... okay. So...
There we go.
It gets 4 tendrils. Hey, man. Good, I'm glad. So it is targeting the 2 that it can see right now, and it sees. Well, let me do one at a time. The first, it gets 4 attacks first of all, so it makes 4 attacks with its tendrils. If it hits, then you are potentially grappled, and it can pull you 25 feet towards itself. So the first one it's going to attack is Ethan. The target is grappled, a DC 15 to escape. Until the grapple ends, the target's restrained and has disadvantage on strength checks or strength saving throws. The roper can't use the same tendril on a target. So it is going to, its first tendril, it is going to go after, like I said, Ethan. Oh, critical miss.
Sorry, let me mute my computer.
Critical miss on Ethan. The second tendril goes after Praviskro. He misses Praviskro with his second tendril. His third tendril goes after Praviskro. Damn it, what does it say? He is damaged and can use a reaction. I think if he is not going to, but he has to make a DC 15 save, or his best is acrobatics, so he is going to use acrobatics to get out. Oh, and he fails. So Praviskro is currently, I don't know why it. Alright, so he is grappled, so it pulls him 25 feet. So 5 pulls it up to him and makes a bite attack. But he is going to use his reaction. It doesn't. I hate this because it doesn't allow me to use the reaction. Why is it? Oh, Nilo, did it pop up for you to do a reaction? Yep. To do? Go ahead and select it, and so he doesn't get hit. You know, because it's.
Which one?
The second one. He just got hit by a second. You need to do just reaction, whatever the last one says, because he just got hit. Oh, why did you do absorb elements?
Yeah, you said the second one.
No. I was saying the roper hit. The roper bit him, but he has a reaction to cast shield to deflect it.
Okay, sorry. I didn't realize it because shield is the third one on his list of reactions.
I didn't know. I didn't know what it showed up on yours. I was just trying to. Like, I don't see it on my screen. It doesn't let me do whatever.
I gotcha. Okay.
All right, so I need to.
He would have cast shield. I'll go fix that in his thing. Actually, I think shield and that is exactly the same level, anyways. So.
Okay. All right. So
it worked.
All right. So I just need to make sure that there's no hit points taken off on him. Yep. All right.
Yeah, he probably took 9.
Yep. Well, yeah. When I looked at it, it showed that he hasn't taken any, so we're good.
Okay, that's good.
All right. So it gets one more tendril attack, and that tendril attack is going at Nilo because it gets 4 attacks. And
At
its
range.
It's 50 feet, 50-foot range with the tendril. Yep. So essentially, if you get hit with a tendril, you're grappled unless you make a DC 15 saving throw or DC 15 grapple or resist a grapple or whatever you want to call it. All right. 22 hits Nilo.
Yeah, it's gonna hit me. I don't think I can stop it with a shield.
I'm not sure. What's your?
No, my AC is not that.
Your AC is 19, I thought.
19. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll stop it. I'll pop that.
Okay.
Nope.
All right.
I reject you. I reject the Roper's reality.
Okay. Need to put that one in. Okay. Ethan, you are up.
Okay. Well, I'm going to step 10 feet, so I have an angle now on him. I'm going to use... let me see, is this going to be able... Is this something I can use? I should be able to use it. What is the... Alright, I'm going to cast Hex on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So...
You know how to target?
I'm clicking on it, but it's not...
Yeah, so if you double right click, I think it is for you guys, for players.
Okay. I should get four arrows at the corners?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, cool.
That means you've targeted it.
So,
And then you cast your spell from your sheet.
right. Number rolls 1. Right. Okay. Well, that wasn't... Okay, so it's going to do 3 extra damage, I guess. I'm keeping that. And then for my action, I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast, which gives me...
Yep, all you have to do is cast it and it should automatically apply everything to it.
Right, so it should do it twice then, right?
For
Eldritch Blast, me being level 7. Doesn't it go up in count?
oh, hey, I'm not for sure. Probably. Fifth level, yep, so you should have 2 beams, right? So it should hit twice or whatever. So whenever you cast it, it should roll 2d whatever.
Alright, let's try it.
It misses.
That's 1. It only rolled 1 die. Or does it roll... Is it rolling a d20?
Yeah, it rolls a d20 to hit, but
Right,
then
but
the damage.
But is it per bolt?
No, so when you
Just
cast
off the
this,
one? Okay.
yeah, so you cast a spell, right?
Mhm.
Oops, wrong thing. Let me go back here. Yeah, so when you hit it, it does 1d10 force damage. But if you hit it at 5th level, you get 2d10 force damage.
Right.
No,
I get. Yeah. No, I understand how that works. I just
Okay.
want to make sure that with multiple blasts, I wasn't rolling multiple times.
No, you do not. Yeah, one attack, just multiple damage.
All right.
All right.
Then
Cool.
that is my turn.
All right. Ragnar, you're not sure what's going on, but you hear cries and screams of your comrades under assault ahead of you.
I even have enough. Oh, I just have enough movement.
Mm-hmm. As you get close, you see this sickly roper with its 4 slimy, sticky tentacles, one of them wrapped around Perviskro and having him wrapped up.
I can try to cut him out. Let's go.
as you hit the roper.
9 damage.
9 hit points of damage. All right.
That's
Need
it
to-
for now.
I need to set this for. Let's see. Restrained. What? Not applied to the roper. Damn it. Oh, that's why. Because Ragnar. Because there we go. I need to apply restrain to him. There. All right. Apologize about that. Restrain to Revisco. All right, that's it for Ragnar. As you watch as this another roper appears here, as it sends its first tentacle at Nilo.
Hey,
as
I already
this-
took my reaction.
As this tendril comes flashing across as it hits Nilo with a 25. Nilo, I need a DC. I think, yeah, I need a DC 15. Either acrobatics or athletics to avoid being grappled. As you are successful in avoiding the grapple, as its second attack comes at you.
Miss.
Misses Nilo.
I still
third-
have 24 AC, by the way, from the casting the shield, because it
Yep.
lasts for the entirety of the round.
Yep, the third tendril goes at the dwarf as it slams after Ragnar, but it misses. And the last tendril goes at Ethan. As it hits Ethan, I need a DC 15 saving throw, either from using, not saving throw, but a ability check, either using acrobatics or athletics, whichever one is best for you. 12. As you fail your check and you are dragged 5, 10, 15, 20 feet up, as this creature then attacks you with its bite attack. As it hits you with its bite attack for 18 hit points of piercing damage. And that is the Roper's attack. Nilo Hundar, you are up.
All right. Just a gloom darky cave with 2 ropers.
That's what it looks like.
Okay, are those holes or stalagmites?
Those are columns. That they're stalagmites and stalactites have actually fused together. They've been
Okay,
there
all
so
right.
long that they form columns.
Where's the second roper?
There
I
is
see one here.
here and the other one right here.
Okay.
It's just
Oh,
on the
I
back.
can't see that at all.
Yeah, it's just on the back side
Oh,
of.
okay, it's probably this thing. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Gonna put myself between Paviskro and this roper.
It's really
Or
almost
that thing.
it's really almost impossible for you to put yourself in between because he's been dragged into its mouth. It's
Oh.
chomping down on him.
I'm gonna pull him out, actually.
Okay.
I think that'll be a much better use of my turn. And my eagle will. Can my eagle give me advantage on this? I know
No.
it normally gives me advantage on attack rolls, which it is an attack roll to do this.
Mm-mm.
I think reposition, or I don't know.
No,
Or would I be
it's
giving
not an
him
attack roll.
advantage?
It's not. It's no. There's not going to be any advantage for you to try to pull him out
Okay.
because.
Can I use athletics, or I have to use strength?
No, you would have to use strength to try to pull him out. DC. I'm going to say it's a harder DC. It's a DC 18 to pull him out.
What are my spells? Can I do this better with a spell? Can I Misty Step another person? No. Damn it.
That would have been. That'd be cool.
Can I Misty Step another person.
No,
Oh
That's just
man. Okay.
dimension door.
Right?
Yeah, I know. All right, I'm gonna hex it myself.
Okay.
What was the trait you picked for hex?
Oh, I didn't pick a trait. Yeah, so
I
I'm gonna
for-
give it disadvantage on strength saving throws. Or ability checks rather.
I always forget that Hex has a secondary ability for that.
All right, I will do dexterity then.
You're gonna do what?
And so I'm gonna do dexterity,
Okay.
and I'm going to attack it twice.
Okay.
Give myself advantage on the first one.
Okay. Misses.
That misses.
Yep.
And then the second.
Hang on a second.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you missed it. Yeah, sorry. Ooh, it hit. Nice.
There we go. Oh.
Hey, is that it for you?
Yeah.
Tarikas.
Moving 1, 2. I'm casting a spell.
Okay.
The spell be okay. It's not let. I guess I got a target. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm targeting the roper or it's a big square. Is that?
Yep, you targeted Roper.
There we go. Okay. And okay, hold on. It says you have no available spell slots with which to cast Guardian of Faith, which that's not true. I should.
Nope. Did you cast it twice? Because it says you're targeting both of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now it doesn't give me a spell slot. It took it away.
Hang on. What spell level is that?
4.
Let me check here something really quick.
And I'm putting it right there.
Okay. You don't target those creatures then. You just,
Well, I tried it the first time and it didn't do nothing.
yeah. All right, so just go ahead and don't worry about it. It casts a spell, but that's where I'm gonna see if I can do it here. So give you this here.
Oh, he's pulling out the big guns.
Yep.
Oh. Ooh,
Yeah,
Guardian of Faith.
Yeah, make sure that you deselect them. Do you select the ropers for me? Yeah, thanks. So I'm gonna try.
Yeah, and it'll keep attacking them until they.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but both the ropers failed the other one, so that's fine. I'm not gonna worry about
Yeah.
it.
Okay, they failed. Okay, so
Yep.
they get 20 each.
Well, yeah. So it's on their turn though, right?
No, immediate.
I could have swore it said it was on their turn.
So the
they come
guardian
in-
for the first time on a turn must
Oh.
succeed.
Okay. So how much do they suffer?
20.
All right. Okay. Yep, because it's within 5 feet, and that's a.
Well, it's 10
Yeah.
feet, but yeah.
Yeah, well, 20-foot diameter. I mean. All right. So I just took the damage off for them. So. And how? It's weird that I thought that would be a concentration thing, but it's not a concentration spell.
No. And it
Okay.
just stays there until it's done dealing its 60 points of damage to them.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So is it 60 points each or 60 points total? Because
Total.
it's
Total.
all right. So it's just done 40 already.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean, to put in perspective, you can also damage it with the monsters. It just reacts by attacking you, though.
Yeah.
So you can also burn its. That's what's basically its HP pool too.
Yep.
Effectively.
Okay. All right. Pabisco. Right now, I just moved the roper so that I could get to him, but right now he is in the grips of its maw. He is grappled. So
Can I speak?
Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna Misty Step out of there. It's only verbal.
Okie doke.
Ah. Oh, shit. Alright, I'm just gonna put it over here for the moment, and I'll move him afterward.
Okay.
Because it zoomed me in really far and I couldn't see anything.
Yep. No worries.
I'm gonna put him over here. Oh. Can we delete those?
Yep.
What the? Escape. Cancel. Nope.
I got rid of him for you.
What
now
is-
what'd you do?
It's just making circles.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You Misty stepped out, and he is. Let me
Move
be.
move him down. Move him down to left one. I'm just gonna refresh because I'm stuck in the template version. I'm stuck in the template draw mode. I can't get out of it.
So you want right there?
One down. Yep, there we go.
Okay. Now sit for
Yeah,
Pabisco.
every time I try to move him, I just ruin our template.
Okay. As the Roper's turn. As its first tendril targets Nilo.
Hey. No, none of that. None of that.
Mrs. Nilo. Second tendril is going to go after Ragnar.
That's better.
It misses. And the third tendril is going to go after Tarikas.
I'd rather not have that.
What? Am I in range?
You have 50-foot range. Yep.
It's
Tarikas
50 foot
is
range.
missed.
All of us are in range.
And the fourth one, oops, sorry. Fourth one goes after,
Wow, that's long.
yeah. Fourth one goes after, Pabisco. As he hits Pabisco.
How much?
He doesn't take damage.
19.
He has to, it's a 19 to hit, but he has to, if he doesn't want to avoid it with his reaction, then he is going to have to give me a DC 15. Going to shield? Fair enough. Right, what the
We're
hell?
not playing that game.
Alright.
We only have one Misty Step.
All right. All right. Weird. All right. That is the Ropers. Ethan, you are up. You are currently grappled. The only thing you can do is,
got one.
well, spells, obviously. But where is it? I want to make sure. You are restrained and have disadvantage on all strength checks and saving throws. So you have a choice. You can attempt to break free again, or you can try some other action because you can still fight, but you are restrained with a movement of 0, so you can't move anywhere.
And I can just retry another acrobatics or athletics check to get out?
Yes, but just, if you try athletics, that is a strength-based ability which you will have disadvantage on. So your best chance, if you want to, is acrobatics anyway, because you get a bonus of a +1 as opposed to a -2. But it's still a DC 15 if you would like to try.
Let's give it a try.
Pretty
Alright.
sure a 1 misses.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's
Oof.
all. Yeah, that's my turn.
Ooh, nice
All right.
dice.
Yep. Ragnar Stormhelm.
Beat his ass, Ragnar.
Not with this current layout, but Foundry broke on me again. God dang it.
I can see the other roper now. I reset to get off the template mode. I can see it now.
Come on, Foundry, work for me, please.
Oh.
What's happening now?
Sean, just push me closer and then hit it with a melee attack. My Foundry's not loading.
Drive me closer. I want to go hit them with my sword.
With your battle axe?
Yeah, I just use my battle axe for now. I don't want
Okay.
to switch to my two-handed weapon unless I need to, because I drop my AC then.
Attack misses.
Gotcha. That's
I rolled a 9. Sorry. All
Your
right.
AC drops when you swap to a one-handed.
Two-handed.
Oh, okay.
I have a shield.
All right.
Gotcha.
All right. As the roper lashes out at the streaking owl that's going around there and snags. I need Nilo's dragon to give me a DC 15 check to avoid being pulled into the roper's mouth.
Strength or dexterity?
It's whichever one's the best check, acrobatics or athletics.
Ooh, give the owl some poison if he's gonna go in his mouth.
Nice.
As Nilo's dragon says,
Ronaldo ain't taking none of that shit. He's died too many times.
Mhm.
What they say, what
As-
doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
as the roper then lashes out its second tendril at Ragnar. Hits Ragnar. Ragnar, I need a either strength or dexterity, DC 15, athletics or acrobatics. Your call to break free.
It's gonna be an athletics, but I'm stuck in a loading screen still.
So which one you want me to do?
Athletics, please.
Okay, athletics is definitely higher. As he saves, as Ragnar says, I ain't having none of that either. As you manage to shove the thing off of you. As the third tendril goes after Perviskro.
That's
26 hits Perviskro. Perviskro,
that shield.
Yep, even with the shield, I need a check. Need a check, please. Either athletics or acrobatics, your call. 18 as he passes, and he does not. And the fourth and final tendril is going after the cleric. Heading after you, Tarikas. Hits Tarikas. Tarikas, I need you to give me a DC 15 check, either acrobatics or athletics. Look like athletics is better for you, so DC 15 athletics check, please. Oh, as Tarikas fails, and he is now restrained. And 5, 10, 15, 20, as you are dragged, kicking and screaming, 25 feet toward the gaping maw of this creature. As it now does its bite attack on Ethan, and he has advantage because Ethan is what? Oh,
Restrained.
yes, correct. Thank you. Try this again. As a 21 hits Ethan for 21 hit points of piercing damage.
We just got him. Don't kill him yet.
I'm sorry, man. Nilo, you're up.
Bro. Trying to kill a new player already.
Hey, man. This seems familiar, doesn't it, Steven? We're in like this same situation as last
but
night.
The difference is that I can get out of this one.
Yeah.
I'm just holding it because I don't want to fucking burn my other 4th level spell slot.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay.
Oh, did I?
All right.
I already used those abilities.
You haven't used
That's
anything. You
nice.
guys just had a long rest, so you should not have
Just
used
had
anything.
okay, so I'm fresh.
Yes.
Fresh. Okay, good. That's good to know. All right. Shit. All right, just give myself advantage first because I can do that. 19 hit.
Oh, no, it does not. That's a AC 20. Don't forget, party. I just want to let you guys know you do have a nat 20 available if it does come down to it. That hits for 18 hit points of damage. Nice.
Woo!
Nice. All right. Is that it for Nilo?
Yep.
Tarikas, you are currently restrained. You can cast spells, but you cannot move. The only other thing you can do if you don't want to try to cast a spell, as long as that spell does not include... Actually, you know what? I am going to say that you can, even if it's verbal, somatic, whatever, you can cast whatever spell you want. Or you can try another check to try to break free from the rope.
Well, first have them roll a saving throw.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, because
I forgot. Is there
Dex,
dexterity? Thank you.
believe. I think that's what
A 5. He fails. How many hit points? 20, right?
Well, no, there's only 10 left. So
I thought, no. You did 40 so far, and it does 60, so you have 20 left.
right. So if the other one fails, then yeah.
So the choice is, does it do the maximum every time,
Yeah.
or okay? So then this one's going to have to take 20,
Yeah.
right?
If it succeeds, it takes 10. And yeah. So if it
Yeah,
fails, it takes 20.
Yeah. So it took 20 hit points of damage, and so now your spell is gone. Gotcha. Yep. Which is good though. I mean, in the sense that it really took this one down a lot. So
Yeah.
okay. So now so like I said, you have a choice you can cast a spell or you can try to break free.
Well, I'm good right now. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to which one is damaged the most? Would I say?
The one that it actually looks like Nilo and Ragnar have been beating up the other one pretty bad.
Is that the one that took most of the damage?
Yeah, that one looks like it's taken a lot of damage. The one in front of you, the one that's grappling you.
Oh, this one's grappling me?
Yeah, that's the one that's pulling you toward it.
Okay.
It looks beat up pretty good too, but nowhere near as bad as the other one.
All right, I'm going to attack this one.
Okay.
See you later.
Bring out Judah Dead.
He's going down right here.
As it made its saving throw, as it suffers no damage.
Oh, can I take advantage?
Huh?
You said I had advantage rolls.
No, you don't. You have disadvantage on strength rolls. But that doesn't apply. None of that applies because it's not strength. So that was it.
No, those things that I had, those rewards I had. You said I had 3.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. Yes, you have 3 advantages if you want to use one.
Yeah, I want to use one.
So The problem is that the advantage has to be, you have to be using the advantage. There is no, it can't force a reroll of the roper. That's essentially, if you fail something, you could try again. You didn't fail at anything. You hit what you did a 5 hit points, but the creature made its saving throw, so it didn't affect. So the advantage it's only to you. It doesn't go to you can't make it be a disadvantage to the creature.
Gotcha.
That makes sense.
Well, in that case, then I'm going to use my bonus action. I'm going to cast a spiritual weapon.
Okay.
So it'll get an automatic attack.
Okay.
I'm going to cast it right where the guardian was, right there. And I might have it hit the weak one. So I'm going to go ahead and just cast that.
Yep. You hit.
25 damage?
No. 25 to hit.
Oh.
Now you have to do damage. Well, hit points of damage. This is really bothering me. As you watch as this creature, as the hammer slams onto it like a big, huge, hulking rock, it just falls over dead.
And then my hammer is going to move.
From right.
There.
Next turn.
No, it should still have movement.
Okay.
So I'm going to move it from there to there.
Okay. All right. Perviskro.
All right. Good. I don't really have much for this. Thank you.
I'll pump you up. Hit it with a magic missile. Just do it. I dare you.
You know what? Yeah. I'm just gonna magic missile this. Oh, did that go? There it is. 15 damage. That's good.
All right. You guys watch as the magic missiles streak out of the fingertips of Perviskro, slamming into the thing like it's bursting out pieces of rock.
Next person gets advantage against it.
Ethan.
Okay. So since that other one died, am I still restrained, or is this one?
I take it. That is. I forgot that you were in the other one. I was thinking you were in this one's grip. So you are no longer restrained.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna move my hex since that one died. I'm gonna move it to this guy.
Okay.
And he's gonna have disadvantage on Constitution ability checks.
Okay.
And then you said next person has advantage on this?
Yes, whenever attack. They use their familiars to fly by and cause distractions, so that gives advantage on the check.
Do you mind if I give if I also pass my hex on? I forgot to pass the hex on myself.
That's
I did
fine.
not use a bonus action. Okay.
That's fine.
It has a disadvantage on strength checks.
Okay.
And I guess I'm going to... This thing has what, a 5-foot reach, Ollie?
A 50-foot reach.
Right. Well, actually, if that's the case, then I shouldn't provoke an opportunity attack. Because I'd still be within its reach, no?
Only if you move out of its reach, yes.
Right. So I'm still within 50 feet, so that should not trigger.
Correct.
Okay. Cool. Now then, I'm gonna cast Eldritch Blast with advantage.
Okay. Hits the roper.
All right, and give me 1 second. I need to roll my hex damage.
What you should do... Well, sorry.
So 6 additional points of damage there.
Yep. I don't think it ever did the damage on the...
Oh, no, yeah, that was the hit. I did not roll the
Yeah, you need to roll the
Eldritch
damage.
Blast damage.
So, yeah.
So it's gonna be...
If you scroll up, there should be in the chat, there should be a box that says damage. Wherever you cast Eldritch Blast, it should say like attack and then damage. If you click the damage, it'll automatically apply the damage to the roper instead of having to manually roll it.
Oh, okay. So I can click that now, and it's not gonna
Yeah.
push you up?
No.
Okay.
Nope. It'll automatically do the
So-
damage on it.
Should have just applied 22 damage.
That's the hit roll.
No, that's the hit roll.
That's hit roll. Where
Yeah,
is
so
it?
just
Yeah.
there should be a button that says damage. If you do it,
Oh, there it is.
it'll
There
roll
it
the
is.
it'll roll the damage dice.
So if I
There we
do
go.
That,
There you
Yep.
go.
So 11 hit points of force damage applied to it,
right, and then I would
plus
have
the
to,
6. And I
Right.
already
But
sorry.
it does 2 bolts, so I'd have to roll another damage die.
Yeah, that's interesting that it didn't do it. Yeah, go ahead and roll the other damage die. Roll it. Click it again. I mean, 9. Nice. As the 2 Eldritch Blasts sort of spring up. What?
So that's
Yeah, when
20
you. Sorry.
20 points of force damage and 6 points necrotic.
Yep. You guys watch as this thing, this magical, mystical bolt, almost like a wiry looking lightning, jumps off the fingertips of your newfound companion, Ethan, slams into the roper, one of them going into its mouth and blowing out the back of its head, the other one smacking it right between the eyes. And just like the other one, this thing just sort of bursts like a big, huge boulder hit by lightning, and it collapses to the ground, dead.
There it
Ow.
is. How does it work with Firebolt?
Is everybody okay? Revisco looks around.
For now, yes.
Been better.
My spiritual weapon tenderizes the bodies
Okay. You gonna cook them for lunch or dinner?
until the spell runs out. It's going to be smashing them and breaking all their bones inside to be able to cut them open if we need to.
Just really quick, make sure that you deselect the roper. I think
Yeah.
that
What?
is. I think that is.
That was me.
Monkey.
What
Oh,
level
was
do you get 2d10 damage with your Eldritch Blast?
It should be
5th
5th.
level?
Yeah. I'm
Fifth?
wondering though.
Okay.
So just so we know,
There's an option in the spells and the cantrips where it says level scaling,
yes.
and you can pick cantrip 1d10.
Yep. So the same thing is so whenever you cast a spell, Ethan, usually there's a drop down that'll say what level do you want to cast it at, right? And so the same thing goes with the cantrip. It should have a drop down that says 1 or 2d10 because I believe guiding bolt you can pick between 2 different targets. If I'm wrong, I'm not sure.
I don't remember off the top of my head. All I know is it's very hard. I've never been able to get it to successfully upcast in Foundry. I just
Yeah.
copied the spell over.
Hang on,
Yeah.
let me leave that token there. Let me just try it. If I do that. So that's the attack roll. But if I do damage. Okay, fine. Roll the attack. Whatever. And then if I do damage. I could just up the number of rolls, right?
Yeah.
Is that what that would do there?
Yeah, that's what it should do. But I don't know 100%. But again, we'll work it and figure it out. There's sometimes that we've found that there have been, here it only shows you did 11 total. instead of casting 2, it only casts the 1 again. But again, we've had issues sometimes with the spells not working as they're supposed to, or for some reason, we're just not smart enough to figure out the logic in the app, how to run it or whatever. So a lot of times we end up having to say,
re-import the character.
Yeah, a lot of times we just have to say, you know what? Let's just roll the dice manually. So down at the bottom, underneath the chat box, there's all the dice. You can roll the dice there, and then I can go apply it to whatever needs to get applied. So that's the worst case scenario. But that being said, as you guys manage to take out the 2 of the 4 the 2 ropers in here.
There were 4?
There were 4, but I only gave you 2 because I'm a nice guy. The other 2 will come back later. They'll hit you from behind when you're not. So you guys see the ropers laying here in pieces as again they fall over like big huge boulders. Anyway.
What are these things? I don't recognize them. Kick.
Rocks with a bad attitude.
Sharp teeth.
Are they rocks?
Yeah, they are sort of rocks. They are not completely rocks, but they are kind of rocks.
Or do they just have rocks on them? Like they have like a sticky skin they put the rocks on?
I don't know, but they're really squishy when I slice them up.
I mean, there are rocks that are soft on the inside. These are them.
So they're minerals?
There's no soft on the inside rock unless you're talking about those geode things. And those aren't soft. They're just brittle.
Right, let me ask you something. If you are like, 90% rock, but on the inside there is soft squishy bit, wouldn't you not be a rock? Like, it is still a rock. It might have blood, it might have flesh, but it is rock.
Isn't like one of the main factors that make a rock is the fact that it is not alive?
Well, no. There are plenty of earth elementals.
Yeah, but those are earth elementals.
Are they really alive?
And they're made of rock.
We should cook the rocks.
Technically, you have rocks. They're just on the inside. Your bones are rocks.
Can we cook rocks?
Yeah, so we can smell what the rock is cooking.
So if anybody's ever wondering why it takes this group 50 sessions to do a one-shot, there you go.
To be fair, that's mostly the combat.
That's true.
We have to have philosophy lessons on what is rock.
Getting way too
to
philosophical for my part.
Oh, yes. Who is this? I missed being introduced because I was driving home. Who is this person?
This is a random man we found in this cave.
To be fair, I'm mostly asleep.
He seems friendly enough.
On the verge of death. Your friends were nice enough to make sure I didn't die.
Oh, that's splendid. Being saved is a good motivator.
Right. Speaking of motivators, why don't we motivate ourselves to go check out that next room on the left?
By the way, Paviscro, just so you know, we found a giant.
We found a what?
We found a giant.
We found a giant?
We found a giant, yes.
Yes.
How did that go?
We did not approach.
We just heard it. It was down that way.
So, really quick, as for some reason, it's still showing Viscaro's got his shield spell up. So, when you guys, down here to the south, you guys found another one of these square-like rooms. I don't know if you remember, Viscaro, you guys found one previously, and it had these strange arcane glyphs on the ceiling, and the floor itself was rather smooth and cleared of all debris and whatnot, and the room itself looked like it had been shaped by hands of some sort to make it more square as opposed to natural. So the last session you guys saw the chamber like that. Didn't really find anything. I know in this particular one, Ragnar took a walk around to see if he could find anything, but you guys found nothing. Down here to the right is where the shambling mounds are. So you guys elected to go out to the left and kept going this left way, and that's what you've been doing. So now you're back in the square room. and then there's a giant somewhere down to the south down here. And he was talking to somebody, but
So where did we come in originally again?
right here.
So we came in through here.
Yes, up here is where you guys found the door. Actually, it's way far to the right. Way over here is, you can barely see on the edge of the revealable map.
I
Is
can't see anything,
yep.
unfortunately.
Yep. So all the way to the right. Oh yeah, because there's walls. Sorry, I didn't know if you could see on the stream. If you look on the stream map, if
Sure.
anybody's looking.
I'm still booting up, so I'm
Yep.
getting there.
So way over here's the direction you guys came was far from the east.
Mhm.
You were following this main tunnel around. When you found a branch tunnel leading up north, it went for about 20 feet, 30 feet or so, and then all of a sudden it became beautiful worked flat stone. Then the tunnel ended in these two huge iron doors. That was last session before we took break. And you guys marked it saying, okay, we've been to this one. And then you continued moving west, and that's where you came down and started fighting the shambling mounds, and we ended the game in the middle of combat. Picked up the combat tonight, and now you guys have moved over to this chamber. You've seen a giant to the south, and then you moved into the west, and you caught the ropers in this stalagmite chamber.
I see the source of our problems is that we did not follow the strategy of always going left. You see, we should have gone and talked to the giant before we went to the ropers. That is why we are in such a sorry state. This is how this works.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's fair.
If I recall, there were screamer mushrooms down here to the south, right?
Yes. Down
Yeah,
toward the
that's why
giant.
I went up and around.
Mm-hmm.
So, want to go talk to the
There were
giant?
screamer mushrooms, beetles, and
Well,
other
if-
things down to the south
if-
of us. The room.
If we're gonna go talk to the giant, I will need to perform my ritual again, I believe. I think that ran out. It's been an hour.
Not at offhand. I don't. Copyright languages doesn't let you speak the language. It just lets you understand the language.
Does anyone here actually speak giant?
Desmond did.
Yeah, he did.
Fair.
actually.
Fair.
Yeah, you are correct.
I have common orc. I think giants sometimes speak orc.
Yeah, we can cross that bridge when we get to it, I suppose.
We can check if it knows common.
Yeah, I mean,
There's
like,
always the
sometimes-
possibility it just knows common. We just
yeah, so
heard
we
it
will
die.
approach it with the common tongue, and if it does not work, then we will hopefully improvise in a non-violent way. And if it is a violent way, then you know it is a violent way. It happens.
Okay, well, hold on for 1 second there, Provisco. Give me 1
I'm
second
holding.
here.
Okay, I will hold.
Alright,
Uh,
seconds up.
Can I'm gonna check see if I can. Do I know what a shrieker mushroom is?
Yeah, you guys encountered it before.
Right, it's the one that yells with light.
He was
right?
here for
Yeah,
that.
when light gets nearby, or movement gets too close, they start shrieking, and they're typically used as guardians and warning sirens.
So hold on. Can I dim my drift globe?
Oh, of course
So
you can.
as not to set them off. Okay. All
I
right.
don't even know where your drift globe is.
It's underneath me right now.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought. And I don't know why your shield is not going away.
Yeah, you know,
Constant shield.
I've learned the permanency spell recently. I just have a permanent shield whenever I want. It's great.
There you go. Whatever.
+5 to AC.
Yep.
So
Since Tarikas is probably asleep, I'm going to go ahead and move his character to catch up to you guys.
No, I'm here. I'm just listening to the conversation.
Nice.
So
Um,
Mr. His name I have not yet memorized. What
Ethan.
am I waiting for? Ethan. Yes.
it's
am I
not
waiting for?
exactly a great stealth check. What's a 10 get me there?
As you're moving, you come around and you see the giant come to view. He sees you, lets out a roar, reaches down, grabs a pair of rocks, and whips them in your direction, all while calling and screaming off to the east. a moment later, you see a giant rhinoceros beetle appear from the eastern tunnel and begin moving toward you. And that is where we're
that's
going
what
to
I
end
saw.
tonight's session.
Well,
I don't know why I always put myself in front, but here I am.
Because you're the tank. Because
Yeah,
you're the
no,
tank.
I was the tank as the bard last night. I'm the tank as the fucking warlock tonight. It's fine.
you live for the thrill.
Me and my 12 AC, we got this.
It's an ugly tunnel. It's an ugly tunnel.
All right.
It's fine. I have Misty Step, Dimension Door, and Thunder Step. It's fine. I can get away.
Yep.
I just have to live.
Yes,
You
sir.
got Misty Step.
Nice.
Yeah, Misty Step, Dimension Door, and Thunder Step.
So,
All the ways out.
Cardman, to answer your question, there can be, it really depends on me if I want to. There is a thing that talks about wandering monsters, but for the most part it says, normally you don't see too many wandering monsters in this particular cavern complex. But it's kind of funny because I do have a couple of wandering monster charts that I was thinking about using. The problem is that there's already a lot of combat in this particular adventure, so I just wasn't sure whether or not I wanted to have wandering. And there is an ad break that just kicked on. Yay me. Anyway, we are going to end tonight's session right there as the giant sees, and again, I say for flowery effect, he grabs a pair of big ass rocks and chucks them towards you. However, it's all going to be based on initiative when we begin our next session.
Well, it looks like the giant does not want to be friends with us.
So as a reminder, for those that may have forgotten, this is not a weekly game. This is a every other weekly game. So our next game is actually going to be the 26th of January.
Sure it's not bi-monthly?
Well, no, it seems like it. It's been a while. So hopefully everybody will be able to make it on the 26th. If you cannot, just let me know in Discord. And then we'll kind of work it out from there. In the meantime, I'm going to wait for the ad break to get done, and then I'm going to do all the sign-off stuff. I need to make sure Tarikas... Oh, yeah, we never used it. The party still has a natural 20, but unfortunately, because you didn't use it tonight, that is going away. You did have an opportunity to use it.
On that stealth check.
Guys did not have an opportunity. You know what? If you want to do that as the last thing, I'll allow it.
Yeah, I mean, if this is the last thing, then yeah, we'll just say that I used it. Retcon.
Okay. All right. So we retconned, and you passed your with your stealth check, trying to sneak up. The giant does not notice you, and therefore he does not call. But you do see the giant rhinoceros beetle. This thing is probably almost the size of a small horse, and it is huge. It is scaly. It's got big, huge mandibles, and it's glowing red eyes. As this rhinoceros beetle sort of appears coming from the easterly direction. But that is where we're going to leave tonight's session. Players, I appreciate you guys being able to make it. Steven, welcome. I know it was a short session for you, but hopefully it wasn't too bad. As we start getting into things and you start picking up on the story on what they're actually doing down here. And then we can kind of pick it up as we go. In the meantime, don't forget, folks, we are here every Monday, every other Friday. So this coming Monday, you can catch our first edition, I was about to say Heroes of Kreistrich, but that's our 5th edition game. Our first edition game is our 1v1 shots. The party is currently in the free city of Greyhawk trying to take down an evil cult. And we ended up in a sort of hung right there with combat as well, just because it was going so long and it was already 11 o'clock and it was really going to start getting to be a little bit interesting. So if you guys like first edition games, man, AD&D, catch us Monday night at 7:30 to see how that one goes, as hopefully the party's able to finish that scenario, and then we can pick up and figure where we want to go from there. Or you can wait until the 26th of January when we will be back again every other week on Friday. You can catch the party here as they try to sneak up and figure out what this giant is doing down here, and they're exploring the caverns of old Igwilv to see what's going to happen. But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys hanging out with us. What I'm going to do is I got to figure out who we want to raid, because I haven't done a raid. Raid. So Anna's out there. Cave Geek, Lolly is out there.
Bye.
Swole Initiative is out there. So if you guys got to bail, I definitely understand. It's totally okay. I don't want you to have to stay here. But Gomerin, hey man, I didn't even notice you out there, dude. Shit, hang on. Don't go anywhere. Where is he? There he is. Don't go anywhere. What? Shout out to the VIP. Agomerin in the house. For those that don't know, Agomerin has a, I don't know, I think he's very masochistic because he comes to like all the games, man. He's here like 1st edition, 5th edition. He's like always there, man. But we definitely appreciate the patronage. So you know what? We did this the other night. I don't know if you guys, if it was this stream. No, it couldn't have been this stream. So one of the 1st edition streams we did, there's a new streamer that I've been following, Littlebird84. She doesn't really do D&D per se, except as a player on some other streams. That's where I kind of got tuned into her. And she has her own stream, but it's mostly like gaming, right? Gaming. But she's really cool, man. So let's go ahead and we are going to bounce over to her. If I could find where she's at. Oh, right, there she is. But we're going to bounce over to her. If you guys have not given her a follow or you've never heard of her before, I encourage you to please give her a follow. Show her a little bit of love. Let her know where you came from. In the meantime, we are going to... we're going to start shutting this thing down. Players, again, I really appreciate you guys hanging out with us.
Thanks for running, Sean.
Yep, if you're out there and you're new, man, you haven't given us a follow, please do so. Trying to get our numbers up. We actually hit our goal of 300 followers, even though technically we don't have quite 300. We're like 260, but we've had 300 people follow us, but we had people unfollow, and then we've had to ban people and stuff like that. So, but you know,
what they do.
Hey man, my story, and I'm sticking to it. We're at 300, so now I reset our goal. Hopefully we can meet it, but yeah, spread the word, man. We wanna try to get some more followers and stuff. So anyway, we're gonna go over and we are gonna hit Little Bird. Like I said, if you haven't followed her, please do so. Give her a little bit of love, and just remember, I've said it before, I shall say it again. In a world you can be anything you want. All we ask is that you guys be kind. We shall see you Monday, same bat time, same bat channel. Be there or be square. Peace, folks. See you.
So we should not throw rocks at the bird.
Should not throw rocks at the bird.
Throw rocks at them, boys.
Good for her then. No, not good for her.
Thanks for watching. I don't know if you already left yet. All we have to be kind, so we can't throw rocks at the birds.